Hello, Prigansa. I say Hornbilltv la ekta special bulletin. Kundu Lok Sabha elections la upor des. Lok Sabha elections 2024 la first phase to 19 April de hubole ase aro itula tayar de political parties kan sob bishi takhan la nijor political parties aro candidates kane campaign kuri ase. Aro aji 13th April de NDA la ekta election rally aro campaign hubole ase kun consensus candidate PDA khan la Dr. Chumben Muri kane takhan ekta gathering hubole ase. Itu de bishi bhag MLAs kan aigina Agri-Expo de takhan la kotha janai dule ase manukhan ge kun takhan Agri-Expo field de jama kurina ase itue noigna BJP la national president JP Naga bhi ai bole ase to itula ekta function to jai ase aro itya NDPP la abu metha kotha kure ase aro itya live broadcast te jao
of Nagaland to this purposeful event. Under his leadership, Nagaland state has made great strides in terms of development, and I hope his leadership continues to bear fruits for the people of the state. I'm also pleased to welcome Deputy Chief Ministers of Nagaland, Sri Y. Petanji and Sri T.R. Zelingji. We are honored by your presence and we look forward to your speeches this afternoon. I also take this opportunity to welcome our honorable ministers and advisors and honorable MLAs who will be speaking after some time. Sri Jacob Zimomi, Srimati Hekani Jakhalu, Engineer Picto, Dr. Aturutso, Sri Azo Nenu, Sri Lima Onen, Dr. Sakato, Sri Jengwa Siap, Sri Muatoshi, Sri Zalio Rioji. I believe your support and participation in this rally will surely motivate all of us gathered here. Sri Chingwang Kwanyek Ji, the chairman of PDA and president NDPP, Sri Benjamin Yoptomi, co-chairman PDA and president BJP Nagaland State Unit, and Sri Nalin Koliji, national spokesperson BJP and in charge of Nagaland, are also among us this morning. I heartily welcome all of you. It is also my honor to welcome Dr. Chumben Muriji, the PDA consensus candidate to Lok Sabha 2024. PDA has made the perfect choice in proposing Dr. Chumben's name as its consensus candidate. Dr. Chumbenji, as I know him, possesses high caliber leadership quality and with much knowledge and experience in serving the people. I wish you all the very best in your commitment to serve the people in a greater capacity to strengthen the hands of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji for the third consecutive term. The last but not the least, my speech would be incomplete if I fail to mention the supporters and the sympathizers and the well-wishers of People's Democratic Alliance of Nagaland who have gathered here this morning in a very huge number. Amar supporter kan, amar well-wishers kan, kiman ahi kena juk diya ase, kiman ahi kena itu meeting de attend kuri ase, ami organizing committee laga behalf pra apnakan sob ke dangor salam janai ase, aro apnakan sob ke ekdom warm welcome kuri ase, kena itu apnakan ke janai diya ase. An election is one of the most important pillars of democracy, and it is that process through which people choose their representatives as per the choice which they feel has the capability to perform actions in favor of the development of the state or the nation. And I think this August gathering is going to enable the electorate of Nagaland to choose the right person to represent our people in the parliament. I therefore appeal to all the people of Nagaland to wisely exercise their franchise and ensure thumping victory for PDA's candidature. Once again, a warm welcome to all of you. Thank you so much. Kuknalim and Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, Sri Tovihoto IME, Honorable MLA and Advisor. Ami agede koa nishina sob PDA laga alliance partner, President Khan, aru legislature party laga leader sob ahigene ase. PDA laga behalf, PDA leadership laga behalf prabi tahan sob ke welcome kore ase aru tahan ke dhanyabad di ase for their unconditional and unanimous support to our PDA candidate. To proceed with the program, I will request President of the NPP, senior leader, senior politician, former minister, and MLA from Moka in Mon district, Mr. Nyemnye Konyak, to please come and take the dais. President of NPP Nagaland, Mr. Nyemnye Konyak. Let us welcome him with a round of applause.
Mr. Chairman, Shri Abumita, Member Secretary PDA Election Committee, and Secretary General of NDPP, Nagaland. Honorable Deputy CM, Sri P.R. Zalangji, President NDPP, Sri Chengwang Konyak, consensus candidate, PDA consensus candidate, Dr. Jimpem Mori, my dear colleague, all the political party presidents, Himanchon Yati Khota Kuribulase, itu party laga itu leader ase to apnahan chanibo ami Nyemnye Konyak program to hoile moi laga working president honorable MLA thagise holebi unavoidable circumstances karne he is not with us today. Amra member bilak we hold honorable advisor, Victor, Kuzulungo, Nino, Limaonen, Sokato Shima, Chunkaship, Matoshi, Lonkomer, Yalderio, Jacob Zumomi, सब यति पूरा आहा पंचा करनी मोय पिसी खुशी पा एकता चानाई दिया छे आमी नागालैंड स्टेट एमपीपी पार्टी president ase. Ami laga clearly party position koi dibo apna khan yati mano kiman chun political party alak party jama kori kana thaka mano pilake amakhan MPP to NTA ase NTA ase North Eastern TV neta ase itu amakhan yati BTA koi itu laga part ekta ase boiler bahi on 25th of last month jo hafta de amar honorable president Shri Konat K Sangma Nagaland Lok Sabha election campaign karni ahishe tai ahai kana amakhan ke meeting pohi kana tai instruction amakhan ke tigna jaise party pura jama kurise MLA pangchon ase amakhan pura jama kurise tai amakhan ke instruction dia hisabte accordingly amakhan resolve kurise and I have taken decision that amakhan consensus candidate PTL laga itu consensus candidate Dr. Jimpim Mori ke support kuribo tai karne campaign kuribo koi kana itu tembra start kurigena cha achi takpi amakhan amar MPP party to enaga chai ase itu karne kimman political party hobi amar MP ekta hi Lok Sabha te pothaibol ase jama kurigena kimman political party ase dosra bhabana nokori kana tai gehi itu Dr. Jimpim Mori tai well experienced aro qualified ase Nagaland tai Nagaland karni pothai dile judi hope ase.
Thank you, Uncle Nyemnye Konyak. Now we will have Engineer Picto from the NCP to address us, after which I will request to follow him Sri Kuzuluzo Nyenu, leader of NPF, followed by Sri Lima Onen, leader of RPI, to please take your time one after the other.
Praise God. Respect Chairperson Abu Meta, Member Secretary PTA, Election Committee and Secretary General NDPP. Honorable Deputy Chief Minister T.R. Ziling, Honorable Minister N. Jacob Jimomi, Dr. Chumpini Muri, PTA consensus candidate, and Singang Konyak, Chairman, PTA President, NDPP, respect ministers, advisors, and MLAs, presidents, and colleagues of all the political parties across the state of Nagaland, dignitaries and retiles. I am immensely honored and privileged to attend this election campaign and stand before you on behalf of Nationalist Congress Party, headed by President Sri Ajit Pawarji, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra and Working President Praful Patil, Honorable MP Rajya Sabha. At the outset, I want to congratulate Dr. Chumben from NDPP, who is Consensus People's Democratic Alliance PDA candidate, for the ensuing Lok Sabha election 2024. And I want to thank and appreciate our Honorable Chief Minister Sri Nifi Ruo and the alliance partners for maintaining the spirit of opposition-less government in the state and coming out with a clear consensus candidate. The Nationalist Congress Party is growing from strength to strength in the country in the dynamic leadership of President Sri Ajit Pawarji, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and Working President Sri Praful Patilji, Honorable MP Rajya Sabha. It must be also remembered that NCP Nagaland has joined in supported the NDA government at the center in the month of June 2023 in Delhi and September 2023 in Maharashtra to strengthen the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Therefore, with the proper consultation and advice from NCP party higher up at the national level and to strengthen the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Sri Nifi Ruo in the state, the NCP Nagaland State Unit declares and extends our solid support to the PDA consensus candidate Dr. Chombeni Muri, who has vast experience in the field politics, in a capable leader who can represent our state efficiently. As we all know, in Nagaland State Legislative Assembly election 2023, we have fought the election in different party affiliation. But fortunately, in this coming Lok Sabha election, we are politically united in the opposition-less government with 60 MLAs under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Sri Nifi Ruo. I therefore request and appeal in the different party workers and voters across the state of Nagaland to take this political opportunity and elect our consensus candidate with a thumping majority and elect thumping majority for the prosperity and development to forge towards a state excellence. Lastly, I would like to extend my best wishes to our candidate, Dr. Chumben Muri, and I pray for your success in forthcoming Lok Sabha election. Kagnalemi, Jai Hind.
Respected Chairman of the PDA relay to be held in Dimapur, respected Deputy Chief Minister T.R. Daliang, Ministers Jacob, C.L. John, Bashang, President NDPP Uncle Chiwang, our most beloved and respected consensus candidate, Dr. Chumben Muri, advisors, MLAs and leaders of all other political legislative parties, PDA partners, ladies and gentlemen, and not forgetting our fourth estate, the press and media present here this afternoon. It's already past 12, so perhaps it's afternoon. I stand here on behalf of the NPF party, the oldest regional party in the entire Northeast, to declare our support to our PDA consensus candidate, Dr. Chemben Muri, under the able leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister Niphiu Rio. There has been a lot of confusions over the past days, and a lot of people today are questioning the wisdom of the NPF in supporting Dr. Chemben Muri, who is the consensus PDA candidate for the upcoming Lok Sabha polls. And therefore, I felt it became necessary for me to clear the confusions on the matter once and for all, and clear the air and the doubts that the people have on the NPF party. Yes, I respect their thoughts, their doubts, and their questioning to the party as well. The NPF, as you are all aware, is a regional political party wedded to the regional ideologies and principles. The NPF, as one of the oldest regional political parties in the Northeast and one of the second oldest political regional parties in the entire country, is a matured political party. And so therefore, a matured and wise decision is expected of the party. Ever since the inception of the party, the NPF has been committed to the interests of the Nagas and the peaceful resolution to the Indo-Naga political issue. The Naga cause was also the main considerations as why we have decided to support the formation of an oppositionless government in Nagaland after the last polls. This time around, the party decided not to field any candidate, as we are aware that it will not be wise or rational to divide the regional votes. So after much deliberation, the party took the logical decision to support Dr. Chemben Muri, a candidate from the regional party who also happens to be the PDA consensus candidate and also the consensus candidate of all the 60 legislators of Nagaland. Secondly, the NPF and its alliance partners at the BJP-led government in the center. As we all know, NPF is a party to the NDA government in the center and also in Manipur. The BJP in Manipur upheld the spirit of the alliance and has not fielded any candidate against the NPF in Outer Manipur too, and have supported the NPF candidate, Mr. Timothy Zimik. For this, I on my own behalf and on behalf of the entire NPF party would like to thank the National President JP Naga, who will be arriving perhaps within an hour or so, and the entire ranks and files of the NPF BJP for being committed and sincere in the alliance. Well, perhaps in return, it is only wise or rational, logical to be a part of the NPF to support the alliance partner in Nagaland as well. That's why today we support the NDA and the PDA consensus candidate, Dr. Chemben Muri. Last but not the least, the 60 legislators has come together only for one issue, and that is to resolve the Naga political issue, which is the most important issue for all the Nagas, for the entire Nagas, and also an issue above all issues. So my point here is, if we vote for Dr. Chemben, you are voting in favor of the Naga political solution. If you vote for the Congress candidate, you are not voting in favor of the Naga political solution because we have not chosen him to represent us. And so therefore, the message is very clear. We have chosen Dr. Chemben Muri, the PDA consensus candidate, to represent us and voice out on behalf of the entire Nagas to protect our identity, our religion, our culture, and our rights. In other words, if you vote for the PDA, you are voting for the interests of the Nagas and Nagaland as well. One more important factor we have to keep in our minds is one needs to consider if you want your state to be in the ruling party and develop, then vote for the PDA consensus candidate. But if you want to be marginalized, left behind, suffer, and be in the opposition, then I guess you have to go for the Congress. Today, there is a lot of also confusion between the Congress and the BJP. To me, both are similar. Both are national parties. They have their ups and downs, they have their goods and bads. So I think it is not very wise to criticize any political party. But when we come to the manifesto of the Congress, point 11, where they have cleverly pointed out that through wide consultation, they would try to bring a law to recognize civil unions between couples belonging to the lesbian or gay communities. For me, I think this is anti-Christian. Well, they have also explained that they will do it in wide consultation, but the writing in the wall itself is against Christianity. And so therefore, I would like to appeal to all the voters to vote wisely and cast your valuable votes for the consensus candidate, Dr. Chemben Muri. Thank you and Kuknalim.
Respected Chairperson of today's program, Sir Abu Mehta, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, dear Ziliang, Honorable Cabinet Ministers, Honorable Advisors, Sri Nalim Kulichi, the National Spokesperson of PGB, who is also in charge of Nagaland, our consensus candidate, Dr. Chemben Muri, and President of NTPB, Sir Chumang Konyak. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the time. I am taking this opportunity and this privilege on behalf of the Republican Party of India, RBIA, which is a natural ally in the center with the BJP NDA alliance. I'm not alone. I'm here not alone, but I have my party leaders and workers with me who are there in the audience. So I take this privilege with great pride. As we all know, election is a festival of democracy, and today we are gathered here to elect our candidate who is going to represent the entire Nagaland state, its people in the parliament in Delhi. I'm also extremely grateful to the BDA leadership for selecting the finest person as our candidate in the person of Dr. Chemben Muri to be a consensus candidate for the forthcoming parliamentary election to be held on 19th of this month. I would like to speak a few thoughts in Nagamese so that we have better communication. Only suddenly these days, when the election being announced, people started posing various issues in the social media that our consensus candidate Chumben Muri, if he is elected, he will be like treated as anti-Christ, anti-Christian. Anti-Christian. But my question here is, what those people were doing for the last whole years, for the last 5 years, ki kuri thakise. Election I see it has suddenly anti-Christian lagado ko pro-olaise. This is election. We are talking about the formation of a popular government. So why don't you talk of your vision? Why don't you talk of your development? The development that you have in your mind that once you represent the Nagaland, itu development Nagaland di anibo, kili itu kota nawe. To my understanding, my conscience doesn't allow, and it also speaks to me that I'm very sure Dr. Chompen will be far much better than the people kun mano udu anti-Christian lagwe ase udu brado Dr. Chompen hi sabse pal Christian hobo. Darhi bhal ba pathana kuri thakibo. Biblical doctrine de gambit kurile debate kurile ki jane Dr. Chompen hi bhal ba janibo pare. Ami jana hisabte. Dusra kobole iku naina ki election laga kita election bongjubo itu la topic hu ulabo. Itu laga issue hu ulabo. Itu to major political party no hoy to. Itu to major politician no hoy to, candidate no hobo to. एक दिन আমি একটা খিসা কবলে মন চায় আছে বাবা বড়া তালা পাচাগে ইটু মাই ডিয়ার সান আপনি হাতে তিনটা বানানা আছে তাতে বড়া আমি একটা মাঙিলে কিমান বাজিব বাচ্চাটো গৈছে তিনটা বাজিব সেকেন্ড টাইম বি কৈছে নহয় তুমি পাগলা timak na taka hopeless nonsense tumila timak de guru laga paigana ase sob gi koigana abuni tinda banana thake de ekta mangile kinaga tinda bajibo baba kusaba goisile pachabar ki respond korise abuni mangili bi ami nadibo itu to universal truth ase to tinda bra ekta mangile duida bajibo to to itja amar laga opponent political party amala opponent candidate exactly itu laga mindset itu laga attitude dia ase aru amagan particularly aman naga society naga community laga the biggest weakness to we don't talk of the achievement out of 10 why don't you talk of the 9 numbers of that achieved by the government why only talk of the one single person that failed to be accomplished. Phal gam gora gani kotha nokori do, achievement gani kotha nokori do. Ekta gunu rokom somehow try kori na naparile, udu napara gani kotha kori do. Itu issue banai di do. Itu gani aman progress no do. Itu gani, of course jadi aji boygana thaka gando, BDA consensus laga manukani. Aru ita BDA government laga manukani agana ase. Uri bi ami idu gobole monja do moram bra idu message to apni laga sate ge apni never ge apni la bosti de bonja dibina. Ita aman laga opponent political party kota achievement they don't have any point talking point to talk of the success story that we understand and that is how they started picking up all the issues, sensitive issues, and they are trying to build mountains out of ants hill. But I'm really sure people understands. Public can buje ase. Itu gane aji aman yadi gather gorado. Very soon aman election dobule ase. Aru itu result olai gana aman like consensus candidate Dr. Chumpen Muri thumping majority de win gona aman bi parliament de patabo aman karni tar kotha koribo aman karni tar represent koribo gona aman chamo hoise utu laga biswas de itu laga hope de aman sob jagana kam koribo de gona itu homait ba gane iso gibi dhanyabad digana aro program committee gibi dhanyabad digana ami emanta koi diase. Thank you so much.
Mr. Nalin Kohli, National Spokesperson, BJP, and in charge of Nagaland. Welcome to the rally, sir. We also welcome on stage Madam Pangong Konyak, our honorable member of the Rajya Sabha, our first ever woman member to the Rajya Sabha. Ladies and gentlemen, Koa Nishina, we will continue with our program. Very soon, we will be having our honorable Chief Minister and Sri J.P. Nadda ji here on the dais. So I request the audience and all the well-wishers to have some patience. Now, I request Dr. Sukato A. Sema, Honorable MLA and leader of LJP. After him, we will have Mr. Juenga Sep, who is an Honorable MLA and leader of JDU. I request the two leaders to kindly take your time.
Praise the Lord. Respected Mr. Abumita, Secretary, PDA Election Committee, General Secretary, NDDP, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister T.R. Jaleng, Sri Chingwang, NDDP President, and our beloved conscientious PDA candidate, Dr. Chumben Muri, Honorable Minister Jacob Jimomi, Paiwang Konek, Sel John, Basangba Konek, Honorable Basangba Chang, Honorable Advisors, MLAs, and our National Spokesperson, Sri Nalin Kohli, also Nagaland in charge. Our respected media and other esteemed guests and friends, and our respected BJP National President J.B. Nadda and the Honorable Chief Minister who will be in our midst soon. Time for reckoning has come for all of us. We are all working fast to elect a new Lok Sabha in India. The date for polling in Nagaland is April 19th. It's not even a week from today. Nagaland has only one seat, but in the vision of New India, as time and again pointed out by our respected Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, each seat and each state, small or big, counts equally. This is what is inclusive growth and comprehensive development. Our National Democratic Alliance leadership under leaders like Sri Narendra Modi ji, BJP President J.B. Nadda ji, Home Minister Sri Amit Shah ji, and the Honorable Chief Minister Nipirio in the state, everyone speaks about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. In English, it would mean development involving all and development for all. For our local audience in Nagamis, what it means is Sabman Lokati development, Aru Sobkarni development. Amito medical profession ashe, doctor ashe, from the medical experience in the medical sciences, we know how the good health of a body is actually linked, connected to healthy body parts. All parts should be sound and healthy. The future of a great nation, India, and also the future of Nagaland depends on the peace, progress, development in all states and in all regions. In India, we celebrate unity in diversity. Talking politically today, we know our National Democratic Alliance at the national level, NIDA at the northeastern level, and our PDA in Nagaland under the able leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Sir Nipiro, we are all working wholeheartedly for peace and unity for all sections of the people. As you all know, peace is a prerequisite for development, and that's why our Nagaland government, with all the 60 people's mandate, has largely contributed towards maintaining peace and tranquility. A single exemplary instance of a testament is the unique example of drawing all the 60 elected members coming from different political parties, big and small, to form an oppositionless government with a singular objective to solve the long-pending, protracted Indo-Naga political issue. The People Democratic Alliance is committed to this 100%, and from this stage, I, on behalf of the LGP Lok Janshakti Party, Ram Vilas, would like to assure the BJP National President Sri J.B. Nadaji and also Sri Nalin Kohli in charge of Nagaland that, sir, we, all the 60 MLAs and our state government, will strive hard to ensure an early solution to the Naga political problem. And this message, we appeal to you to take it to Delhi, to the Honorable Prime Minister and the Home Minister. I would also like to urge the people who are gathered here and all the people of Nagaland who are not here to know that the next 4 years are going to be very, very crucial to accelerate development projects in the state. 2024 election is very clear about one thing, a very massive win for Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. And therefore, at this juncture, we will need a Naga MP from Nagaland who can work very closely with a friendly BJP-led National Democratic Alliance regime in New Delhi to be the voice of Naga in the parliament. That's why all of us are here today to show and to prove, to extend our full support to our NDPP and PDA candidate, dearly beloved Dr. Chumbun Muri. I am confident that our candidate will win a thumping victory. May I also state now that our dynamic Chief Minister, Rio, has proved himself to be the master of innovative policies and the master architect of Nagaland. We have no other leaders besides him. Number of innovative schemes like the Year of Farmers and the Year of Youth Empowerment and the Chief Minister Microfinance Schemes, Chief Minister Health Insurance Schemes, and the Chief Minister Life Insurance Schemes have and are going to help the Naga people so much. As I said, God willing, Sri Narendra Modi ji is coming back to power as our beloved Prime Minister. And in the coming months, all of us who are sitting here, I'm sure, would like to rededicate ourselves in the mission for nation building. India is on the threshold of a fast-paced development, and we will make it as the world's third largest economy. And that's why, in all this, our Naga people, the Nagaland state in the northeast region, stand strongly by the Prime Minister, and we are there to strengthen his hands. Our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, will also play a very crucial role for a possibility of Russian-Ukraine peace later this year. I am also confident that my party, LJP Ram Vilas, will do extremely well in the polls in the state of Bihar. We are a very small party in a large National Democratic Alliance family, but each party worker in the LGP is confident that our youthful leader, Sri Chirag Paswan, will find a berth in the next cabinet. We all know, and it is evident, that the prosperity of the northeastern states, including Nagaland, is integral to the vision of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and our Democratic Alliance government. May I take this opportunity to thank the Honorable BJP President and Rajya Sabha member Nadaji and also Sir Nalin Kohli for gracing this rally here today. I'm sure the words of our National BJP President and our state in charge at this rally will be counted a lot politically. As a medical man, I will again say, well, we have a medical college in Nagaland now, but it will be a great recognition of people's dream of Nagaland if we are given an All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Nagaland at the earliest. I'm sure the BJP President J.B. Nadaji and also the Nagaland in charge, Sri Nalin Kohli, will do their part on this. Well, we Naga voters are politically wise and we know at this juncture of history making, the Naga people stand with National Democratic Alliance and with the leadership of Narendra Modi ji. And I would like to make a very humble appeal as voters that all of us sitting here should motivate everyone to vote for our beloved candidate, Dr. Chumbin Murray, with great enthusiasm to be the voice of Nagaland in the Parliament for Nagaland for Christ in New Delhi. Thank you all. Long live PDA, long live NDA.
Respected Chairperson of the program, Sri Abu Mehta, who is also Member Secretary, PDA, Election Committee, and Secretary General, NDPP, thank you for the valuable time given to me. Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland, Sri Nipirio sir, will be here in few moments. Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Honorable Council of Ministers, Advisors, MLAs, our beloved Dr. Chumbin Murray, the PDA consensus candidate for the Lok Sabha 2024, Honorable Member of Rajya Sabha, Madam Phanong Konyak, respected Sri Nalin Kohli ji, National Spokesperson, BJP and in charge of Nagaland, President NDPP, and also Chairman of PDA, Sri Chingwang Konyak, President BJP, and also Co-Chairman of PDA government, Mr. Benjamin Yeptome, who will also be here with us in a few minutes, President, ranks and files of BJP and DPP and various political parties, press and media fraternities, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow citizens of Nagaland. I am honored to represent the Janata Dal United Nagaland State as per the directives of the Central Party High Command to support the PDA's consensus candidate and ally of National Democratic Alliance, NDA. JDU is a party deeply committed to the principles of justice, development, and unity under the leadership of Sri Nitish Kumar ji. Today, we find ourselves at a decisive moment in the annals of our esteemed nation as we gather here beneath the sprawling sky of the Nagaland state. We are not mere participants in this rally, but we are the architects of our future, the guardians of our democracy. Our alliance serves as a testament to the strength derived from unity, diversity, and a shared vision for an affluent India. As we prepare ourselves for the upcoming general election to the Lok Sabha 2024, we must remain resolute in our commitment to this alliance. This election campaign is a confluence of unity and purpose, supported by the 60 elected members of Nagaland Legislative Assembly under the leadership of Sri Nipuryo. Dr. Chamben Muri, our PDA's consensus candidate, is not simply a former elected member of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. He is a visionary, a leader who has consistently served and dedicated himself to the service of the people of Nagaland. His candidacy shines as a beacon of hope. It promises effective representation, unwavering advocacy for the rights and development of Nagaland, and reinforces the power of cooperative governance. Supporting him is not just a political choice. It is a moral obligation, a step towards the fulfillment of our collective aspirations for Nagaland and our great nation. Under the dynamic leadership of the most Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, the National Democratic Alliance, NDA, has charted a course towards transformative change. We have witnessed unprecedented growth in development, social welfare, and economic progress. However, our journey does not culminate here. The impending elections mark a crucial moment to reassert our faith in this path of progress, ensuring that the voices of the people of Nagaland and indeed the entire Northeast resound and hold value at the national level. To the people of Nagaland, I emphasize this. Your vote holds immense power. It is an affirmation of your dreams, aspirations, and belief in democracy. By supporting our beloved consensus candidate, Dr. Chamben Muri, you are selecting a representative who comprehends the essence of Nagaland, one who will fight for your rights and guarantee that your voices reverberate within the hallowed halls of the Lok Sabha. Let us unite with purpose, joining hands to support Dr. Muri. Let us opt for progress, peace, and prosperity. Let us choose our future, where every citizen, irrespective of their origins, can dream audaciously and achieve magnificently. The National Democratic Alliance is unwavering in its commitment to this vision. PDA is steadfast in its commitment to this vision. And I, as a member of Janata Dal United, which is a strong ally of NDA at the center and a part of the oppositionless PDA government at the state, wholeheartedly believe that together we can turn this vision into a tangible reality. Thank you. Kuk Nalim.
Thank you, Mr. Zuenga Sep from the JDU, Honorable MLA from Chemenu District. We also have on the dais today our representatives in the assembly from the districts of Chumukedima, Newland and Dimapur, Mr. Moatoshi Longkumar, Mr. Zalio Rio, Mr. Jacob Zimomi, and Madam Hekani will be joining us very soon. Itia bishi deri nohigene, our Chief Minister Sahab, Aru BJP National President JP Nada ji, amahan logo ahibo, tahan on the way ase, itu nimide morom gurigene, audience sob kebi, olop patience thakibole request kori ase. Rasta devi, hundreds of people, if not a couple of thousand people, are lined up on the streets in the airport to welcome our leaders, and they will also be joining us once the leaders arrive here. I request our honorable MLAs, Sri Moatushi Longkumar, followed by Sri Zalio Rio, to kindly take your time on the dais.
A very good afternoon to everyone gathered here. Mr. Chairman, Shri Abu Mehta, Secretary General NDPP, also advisor to our Honorable Chief Minister, my most respected Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Dr. Zilia, National Spokesperson and in charge of Nagaland, BGB, Shri Nalin Goliji, President NDPP Nagaland, Shri Chingwang Hongyak, our members of parliament, legislature of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly in attendance here, my esteemed friend, Dr. Chumpan Mori, the consensus candidate of the PDA, party functionaries of all the parties in alliance, BGB, NDPP, ANPF, LGB, GDU, RBI, and so on and so forth. And ladies and gentlemen, today is an historic day because never in the history of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly have endorsed a consensus candidate by the 60 legislature to represent us in the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections. The nomination of Dr. Chumpan is the right choice, for which I want to thank our Honorable Chief Minister for his wise decision. We have seen the development taking place under the leadership of Modi ji. Therefore, since we are in alliance with India, nominating Dr. Chumpan will definitely be a benefit to the people of Nagaland. Therefore, I appeal to all the citizens of Nagaland, the electorates of Nagaland, to vote for Dr. Chumpan and let them get elected with a resounding margin of votes. Before I conclude my speech, I have a submission to make. Especially, I want to draw the attention of the national leaders of the BGP who are in attendance. Unfortunately, our national president, GB Nadaji, is not here yet. Our Nalin Goliji is here. Since my childhood, we have been told to join the mainstream time and again, national mainstream. But hitherto, we have not seen the benefit. We have not utilized the benefit of joining the mainstream. In other words, the members of parliament that we send from here are not given the opportunity to be in the national political arena, hands-on. Therefore, my appeal is that as we are going to send Dr. Chumpen Muri, I will be very grateful if the national leaders present here can give us the assurance that this time Dr. Chumpen Muri will be inducted into the new union cabinet. Because our neighboring states like Assam, Arunachal, Meghalaya, Tripura, all are getting the facility of being appointed in the union ministry. But sadly, Nagaland, we have missed that privilege. Therefore, it is, I believe, that by joining the mainstream, in order to see the development, in order to see the benefit of joining the mainstream, kindly consider our fervent appeal of accommodating Dr. Chumpen in the new ministry. Thank you.
Respected Chairperson, Sri Abu Mehta, PDA Election Committee Member Secretary, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister Sri T.R. Zeleng, respected Nalin Kohli, National BJP spokesperson and in charge of Nagaland State, our Honorable Rajya Sabha MP, Madam Pangnun Konyak, NDPP President Sri Chingwan Konyak, our beloved and cherished consensus candidate, Dr. Chumpen Muri, my senior colleagues on the dais, my esteemed advisor colleagues, honorable MLS on the dais, leaders from all the political parties, starting from BJP, NDPP, NPP, NCP, JDU, LJP, RPI, and independent supporters. First of all, I want to thank our alliance partner, the BJP, for keeping your commitment in giving the PDA consensus Lok Sabha ticket to our NDPP candidate Sri Chumpen Muri. And also, I want to take this platform to thank the BJP national leaders, state unit leaders, and our esteemed BJP legislators for having unreserved trust and faith on the leadership of Sri D.P. Rio. And back home, we are also proud and happy to say that he is also commanding respect and loyalty from the 59 members and also from the public of all walks of life. Today, we are assembling here under Chumukadima district. I don't mind, many call it Dimapur district also, but we are one, we are same. I think during 24th March, we had a campaign launch by the PDA election committee where a large crowd had attended. And today also we are very happy with our party ranks and file and the party workers and public at large coming in good attendance. Yes, we are waiting for our national leaders, National President J.P. Naga, our Honorable Chief Minister and other higher leaders to come to our midst. So, ito amar nga chairperson kuan is na. Time to love lagi po. But I'm very sure and I'm confident when the national president from BJP is coming to Nagaland and to address us, definitely Nagaland we have many issues and we're also benefited with the presence of our national spokesperson, Nalin Kohli, and in charge of our state. Nagaland is not a normal state. We have many problems, unresolved problems, like the Naga political issue, the ENPO issue, development aspect, and the protection of our culture, tradition, customary practices, so on and so forth. Itu karne, din gorom ase, kintu aji dangor din ase, koan isna, itu karne pura tagina kotha holi balaga. Amar party man or amar kan laga well wishers kan. I will like to speak mostly based on the Assembly Council level campaigning. Yes, our consensus candidate, Dr. Chunben Mori, is being supported by all the 60 elected members. And a declaration to the effect has been made by all the political parties which I have named, apart from the PDA alliance, that is the BJP and the NDPP. Into American field jadam dia, I have a request to all the political parties at state level, district level, and SC level. In the process of our electioneering, American laga coordination between BJP and NDPP, itu to 2019 laga election time para itu baru there is an increased improvement. Coordination biya she aro itia mil milak wena kam jaya she. But I don't blame any political party in particular. But ami aro ekta request kuro man ase amang la other political parties, state level prabi aro district level holebi. Aro ekta reminder amang laga political parties kan ke digana itu voters wale AC level dia ase, bostiti hai ase, grassroots level dia ase. Itu kane program Amahan rally bhi thakibo, nole village some lapses. Amar constituency holebi, other constituency, and all over the state, itu bhi thakibo pare. Itu kane itu ekta request and reminder. Itu all political parties concerned logo itu junai diya ase. Itia Amahan laga adversaries kobo, opposition Congress party. Kanto birai gana bishi propaganda, dole misleading informations, dole manulaga misguide kuregana, particularly on religion, aro atrocities on minorities. Itulah kotha bishi jaya ashe. Itu karena ami ete kobole mon thagatu. All the 60 MLAs, all the political parties under this PDA government, opposition-less government. Amar Khan jitibo, issue laga blessing laga. Kintu big margin jitibo kole to village-wise olbi parate. Dole leaders Khan logo bi confusion. Ite Congress Khan Christianity phenebi dole minorities laga bi confusion. Itu Amar Khan kane balabo and Amar Khan laga victory margin be dangor hobo kwena ami sagane. I may be right, I may be wrong, but ami niga pahe to ane itu be sharing kurte ase. Itu Amar Khan PDA, BJP or NDPP alliance karne itu Parliament Act kishim Citizen Amendment Act holebi dole Uniform Civil Code, Forest Amendment Act, dole alag ki dosar state dia apply kura lebi Nagaland dia aman bi protest bi kurise aro aman exemption bi mangise itu karne amar kan laga big brother BJP aro NDA government to Naga manu laga amar kan laga rights, amar laga culture, amar laga identity protect koribo karne itu dia jadi itu ada aman itu bar consensus candidate Dr. Chunben Mori ami satu 60 MLAs support paya all political parties except Congress aro Naga public itu karena tai tu khali NDPP ticket holder nole PDA laga consensus candidate no kitu Naga laga candidate hai to but politics ase election ase we welcome any party to contest but tai tu amala Naga candidate hai dei itu karena ami vote na dile bhi nole ami na bira bole bhi jiti bole ase eneka party man nole party supporters itu na babe kana amar han bishi bag bhi discuss bhi hoise kintu eneka kore tage thumping majority itu dege na jitia logo amar la chief minister aro team itu lo jana prime minister hobole thaga PM Modi aro hebo party aro government hebo itike dege na amar laga unresolved issues amar laga protection wherever we require Naga identity hole bhi amar laga culture kiba ke belo aro koigena aro amar colleague mato shikwanes na Nagaland bhi bird ekta pale bhi biyan hoye to statehood pa bhi 60 years hoje to all this put together and Dr. Chumbenburi candidature is the right politician, is the right statesman, is the right personality with political experience and who has the art of public dealing. Arotai to ism manuno hai, pura tribe logo interaction, pura logo sagana tai public needs, Naga manula rights, tabik thick parliament ko para manu ekta hai. On top of that, tabi declaration dhyan is that Northeast Christian law from the way ami to kam korebo wherever minorities itu marginalized kore nole atrocities thake ami tate bi korena Nagaland state no hena country over religion Christianity karne bi ami to protect korebo minority law bi protect korena tabi declared talaga speech campaign de kwanasa amani do confident to one to lojabi ko gana pura logo request ko ase amaran hikaya ase kintu Lok Sabha election time de wale itu state assembly election is not gana turnout bishi komti ho jaye de but we have only one seat ekta Lok Sabha seat ase to apna pura apna khan laga voting right itu Constitution of India apne ke dhyan isna aur itu laga value jayna itu batu bal para turnout aega na bal para amara laga consensus candidate itu ke jitai dibi koigana pura ke request kwase and in the end once again I wish our consensus candidate Dr. Chumbenburi I had also campaigned with you. You are going to every nook and corner. You are doing very fine. So I still wish you all the best for the remaining part of your campaign. Thank you.
Thank you, Sri Zalio Rio, Honorable MLA and Advisor. Now, our next speaker is the MLA of this area, the MLA of this constituency, and an Honorable Cabinet Minister in the government of Nagaland. I request Sri Jacob Zimomi sir to kindly take your time.
Thank you, Chairperson of today's PDA rally, Mr. Abu Mehtaji, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, our beloved leader, Sri Nalin Koliji, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Nagaland, Sri T.R. Silengji, the Honorable President of the NDPP, Sri Chingbang Konyekji, all the honorable colleagues on the dais of the dais from the Legislative Assembly, party leaders from both the BJP, NDPP and all the PDA parties, who have come here this afternoon, my friends from the press, ladies and gentlemen. Idu time pagarne ishor ke ekdam kushi thanks bola diya ase. Agebra ishi mano koi disha apni han bi gorom bi ase alche lagi thaibo idi gone repeat na korobo hole bi ekta duita kobo mon jao apni han hora lob share koro mon ase. BJP led India government Lok Sabha election 2024 jita do foregone conclusion ase de jita laudu itu tu jitishi itu laga connection bra aji NDA laga family member NDPP bra amahan PDA consensus candidate hoigina amahan Dr. Chumben Mori former minister laga relate amahan duk paile bi boya ase apne han sob ke duk paile bi na boy dia karane bishi kushi janai di ase. Dimapur Chumgidima Newland sob eki logode alag alag jabona para karane apne han ke mati she bishi manu ayo mon ase olobi communication transportation problem thaka karane anai bishi manu to gorom hoigina bahar jaishi aru koanchina bishi airport ter bi rukhi ase. Ekta common dhagado Prime Minister Modi la government bra India de our northeast te ki kam kurishe apni khan jani including Nagaland. Infrastructure development hoile bi airports hoile bi national highway hoile bi communication gap taka basic fundamental requirement idu thaga notice te communication gap taka idu jorai dishi de Nagaland bi milai na 60 years amihan dusra political party national party Congress pra lead kori gina opportunity paise to ta khan laga time de kle kore nai India Prime Minister Modi bra Bosti de urban habitations khan de marginal section khan ke BPL families khan de gor na taka khan gor banai gina rooftop thaka facility banai gina housing society housing urban elevation to dias Prime Minister Modi la government bra rural area de tina gor na thaka kher gor taka khan bi pura area replace hoina CGI sheet dias Prime Minister Modi bra free tap water connection facility dias gor gor de Jal Jeevan mission bra Swachh Bharat mission de sob te toilet banai dishe rural household or urban household de sanitation de priority di na itu korise human values to rakhibo lage hoina rasta na thaka kiman thakise notice te 4 lane 6 lane banai Nagaland bi 4 lane pi banai dishe purna bazar pra loina Chumgidima tok pi banai che aro 100 meters away parallel te itu patkai de itu bi 4 lane banai diye na ase Prime Minister Modi bra itu bhal kam idhan kora karone beya pai ase Congress party to ta khan bi opportunity paise 60 years ki kori thakise aro India to fit hobo lage healthy hobo lage goina fit India movement bi shuru gorina itia bimar simar hoa laga family gan medical expenditure bishi high daga karone Ayushman Bharat pra 5 lakh each households India de kiman ase sob ke itu facility diye ase cancer treatment karone liver transplant karone kidney transplant kiman expensive ase itu treatment medical treatment subsidized medical medicine kan dibo gugena idohan top pi jai ase first time pregnant teenage mothers khan ye account de 10,000 de ase farmers kan kiman ase idohan la zero account how to 6,000 digena naga manubi bitu farmers thaga khan progressive farmers kan aru push korobo gugena itna korigena ase welfare program iman korigena ase senior citizens kan gane pension scheme iman banai dishe prime minister modi la government bra idohan kora garne congress party to bia baze aro chance dibi goje 60 years indian independence pichede 60 years down government cholaise india de welfare program kan ekta kone corrupt practices kan thagise transparent thaga nai aro bhal kam kru koigina prime minister modi third term jaigina india de alliance party kiman ase nda alliance thaga khan sob ke privilege degena 350 to 70 bjp ekla bi government kro parbo hoile bi alliance partner khan alliance spirit maintain gone cultural tradition respect krobo hoina sob alliance te ani gena sob ke ministry de bi opportunity pai gena notice de bi bishi pai gena ase konchna naga manu bi pabo lage ito ama khan la prarthana ase sob ke loi gena mp thagile bi na thagile bi development do sob ke justice kore ase আমি খান এনেকা পাৰ্টি কি নিদি কিনা আৰু কি লগা পাৰ্টি ফিউচাৰতে এইটো কমিটমেণ্ট দিয়া পাৰ্টিকে যাব অলৰেডি টেষ্ট এণ্ড ট্ৰায়েল এৰৰ বি কৰি লৈছে 60 ইয়াৰ্ছ তা হাঙি দিছে কৰিব পাৰে নাই এনেকা কৰা পাৰ্টি প্ৰাইম মিনিষ্টাৰ মোদী পৰা এনডিএ চলাই কিনা যাই আছে দেই থাৰ্ড টাৰ্ম দে এইটো জিতিব গৈ এইটো ফৰগন কনক্লুজন আছে মাৰ্জিন হিউজ হ'ব লাগে আর নাগা মনে বি একটা এমপি ধাওয়ারও 100% টার্ন আউট করো নাগালে বি 90+% টার্ন আউট করে গে না পার্সেন্টেজ বি হাইয়েস্ট অল ইন্ডিয়া স্টেটস তে লোকসভা এমপি নাগাল্যান্ড ব্রা হাইয়েস্ট মার্জিন পাইছে করে কিমান ডাঙৰ কথা আছে ইটো এম কৰে আছে রে আমি খান ইটো সা আছে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ তে কি সার্কুলেট কৰা আছে আমাৰ ইটো খান দে একো মন চিন্তা নাই আপনি খান ইটো কি জানিব লাগে সব ভাল প্রাইম মিনিস্টার মোদী এটা কি করেছে ইয়াং জেনারেশন কারণে পড়া লেখা একলা নহয়ে কিনা নর্থ ইস্ট ন্যাশনাল এডুকেশন পলিসি 2020 চাবিদ ড্রপ আউট খান থাকাবি না ছাড়িব গৈ কিনা পলিসি দে ইনকর্পোরেট করে কিনা সোশ্যাল অর্গানাইজেশন খান দে ফিল্ডস খান এক্সপার্টিস খান ইটো হাঙ্গিবি ইটো এডুকেশন সিস্টেম দে ইনকর্পোরেট কৰি কিনা ইটো হানব্ৰা ইটো হাঙ্গিবি শিকাই কিনা কোয়ালিফাইড কৰি দিয়া আছে তো ইনোভেশন দে এটা স্ট্রেস কৰি কিনা ইন্ডিয়ালা ইউথ ফোর্স টু ডেভেলপ কৰিব গৈ কিনা এতিয়া যা আছে ইনক্লুডিং নাগাল্যান্ড নাগা মানুহ আমি খান লগা ক্যাপিটাল দো আমি খান লা ইউথ ফোর্স আছে দে কালি দো আপনি খান আমি খান লা বাচ্চা খান এডুকেটেড থাকা খান ইটোৰ পৰা আমি হাঙিয়ে লিড কৰি কিনে যাব আছে একদম ভাল পৰা এইটো কিনা কৰি কিনা গেইনফুল এমপ্লয়মেণ্টে গুচাব এইটো ভাৱনা আমাৰ নাগালেণ্ড গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট বি আমাৰ চিফ মিনিষ্টাৰ নেফিৰিয়ৰ পৰা লৈ কিনে আমাৰ এইটো গভৰ্ণমেণ্টে কথা কৰি আছে খালি মেয়েৰ BA পাছ হোৱাৰ কাৰণে লাইভলিহুডটো এচুৰেঞ্চ নাইতো হইলে বি job oriented programs kan skill development program kan idu korina government of india idu launch korina ase startup program kan idu han korea ase etia amhan naga manodu gopal bhala ase naga mandu mati ase idu hi amhan la capital ase idu han sob apna korigina kitu government kitu party pra welfare program korigina kitu party pra minorities kharne bi bhavna korigina কাম করে আছে ইটো পার্টি যাব লাগে রে কংগ্রেস আর তাই লাগা ন্যাশনাল আদার পার্টি এলাই পার্টি খান্ডু 60 years opportunity পাইছে রে হইলে বি what was the problem because the country was governed by only one family it is not possible Our 140 billion population in India is dynamic. A lot of challenges ahead of them. It cannot be resolved by one family. We have given them 60 years' time. Poverty level 2014 laga age redu keman thakise aru etia poverty India level keman aise Prime Minister Modi apji de itu gap to bridge kori disire. More than 50% families living in the slum areas, in the urban rural areas, semi-urban areas have been developed now. They are doing good business. Inaga amahan laga economic priority thakibo lage, and Prime Minister Modi is concerned about the economic condition of each and every family in this country. The entire nation is his family. He is devoted and committed to this nation. And this is the reason why all of us are committed in the state. And our candidate, our consensus candidate, Dr. Chimben Moriji, who is qualified, well-informed, and dynamic, will only go and strengthen the Honorable Prime Minister Modi's government, the NDA government at the center. Idu karane, I'm on sub milaigna date April 19 day, general election day kinaka mon digina ulai, parliamentary election ni bi, MP election bi ulai gina. 99% gorpa ulai gina. Vote for your safety, vote for your future, your secured future, stable economic, social future for yourself. If you don't vote, you're not voting for development. That is why I urge you, from the entire state, from the 16 districts, many leaders are here, should be prepared. Exercise your adult franchise. This is a national obligation. I'm on Sub Milaigina. We will vote for Dr. Chimben Muri and we will send him to Delhi with a huge margin to strengthen the hands of the NDA government headed by Honorable Prime Minister Modi. So this is my appeal to all of you to come in large numbers and vote and exercise your adult franchise. Thank you all. God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. Jacob Zimomi, one of the young, dynamic, and rising leaders in Nagaland. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the NDPP, as you all know, is Mr. Chingwang Konyak. He is one of the most seasoned and senior-most political figures in the state. He has been a member of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly on 7 occasions. He has been a member of the Lok Sabha on 2 occasions. A former minister and a leader who has held various positions over decades of public service. From the time of Jawaharlal Nehru to the time of Sri Narendra Modi ji, Mr. Chingwang Konyak has worked closely with every Prime Minister of the country and every important leader of India till date. He is the founding president of the NDPP and is presently serving his 2nd tenure as our president. We are grateful for his services to the citizens of the state. We are proud of his contributions to the nation-building process of this great country. In more than 6 decades, he has made significant contributions in the service of the people. Today, all rank and file of the NDPP And I am sure citizens of Nagaland join us in extending our appreciation to his leadership. We also take this opportunity to extend our appreciation to the people of Mon District, to the people of Eastern Nagaland, for giving one of your best sons in the service of Nagaland and in the service of the nation. We will remain proud of him and uphold him at every given opportunity. Now I request Sri Chingwang Konyak to kindly take his time.
Thank you, Mr. Apumita, Chairman today's meeting. Mr. Darjeeling, Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Nalinkuri, BGP National Spokespersons and General Secretary in charge of Nagaland, Srimati Hangnon, members of Parliament Rajya Sabha, all those persons who have spoken earlier, and honorable ministers, advisors, MLAs, party presidents, and other office bearers, my brothers and sisters, and media friends. At the outset, I would like to express our deep appreciation and thanks to all those political parties who have decided to support our India consensus candidates, Dr. Chamben Mori. NCP, NBP, NPF, LGP, Ramvilas, RPI, GDO, Aro independents, MLS Aro independents, candidates, Java election day, Aro taken support kan. Ama consensus candidate ke support kuri bere, ama kan ke tinaga kuabra bishi kushi poa, ito janaiti ase. Lok Sabha de candidates MP nimite pothabo to easy nohoy. Amakan manukan desire, experience, moibi hobo holibi. Amakan phal koi study koribo olaise. A person who can voice inside and outside the parliaments in the interest of the people of Nagaland and Nagaland state, and also who can contribute for the nation's building works. It was so pabigana saise ama finally we have selected Dr. Chamben Mori as ama PDA consensus candidates limited. Doctor, specialized and kynologist. Arotai Nagaland Assembly the MP or MLA hoigana minister hoigana. The parliamentary experience piase. Aro government servant de Dr. Koradam de bishik sal kam kuri hoina experience hakiase. Ito nimide ito shop aro tai highly qualified. Dai parliament de outside the parliament de amar মানুহ নিমিতে আমাকান সব বিহাব দিয়ে পালকৈ কনভিনসিংলি কথা কৰিব পাৰিব বুলি এইটো সব হৈ কিনে তাইকে আমাৰ পিডিএ কনসেনসাস কেণ্ডিডেটছ বনাই চালি কৰিছে এইটো নিমিতে মই পইলা কোৱা কিমান পাৰ্টি খালি বিজেপি আৰু এনডিপি নহয় কিন্তু দুটা পলিটিকেল পাৰ্টি কিমান আছে 60 এমএলএছ পৰা তাইকে মতলব কৰিব বুলি কোৱা নিমিতে আমাৰ অন বিহাফ অফ দ্য পিডিএ মই তাকানকে আৰু তাকান পাৰ্টি খানকে বেছি খুশি পোৱা এইটো জনাই দি আছে মানুহখান বেছি ডেভেলপমেণ্ট কিবা কিবা সব কৈছে মই এইটো ৰিপিট নকৰিব কোৱা নিচিনা তাই চালি কৰাটো এইটো ইজ কেপেবল qualified, well qualified, এইটো নিমিতে তাইটো চালি কৰি আছে আপোনালোকে জানে আমাৰ মেনিফেষ্টোতে আমাৰ পাৰ্টি আহিলে নাগালেণ্ডে ষ্টেবিলিটি আনিব আৰু ষ্ট্ৰং লিডাৰশ্বিপ দিব এইটো হৈ গ'লে নাগালেণ্ড আগবাঢ়ি যাব আমাৰ প্ৰমিছ আছিলে 2018 ইলেকশ্যনতে এইটো নিচিনা আজি আমাৰ নাগালেণ্ডে আমাৰ নিফিৰিও আমাৰ চিফ মিনিষ্টাৰ লিডাৰশ্বিপ না গভৰ্ণমেণ্টটো নাভাঙি কিনে ভালকৈ যাই আছে বেছি আগবাঢ়ি যাব জানিব লাগে ইয়াতে কি কথা কৈ থাকিলিবি চেণ্টাৰতে কোন পাৰ্টিটো গভৰ্ণমেণ্টে আছে এইটোৰ লগত আমাৰ একটা এমপি থাকাটো লিংক নহ'লেতো আমাৰ ষ্টেট নিমিতে বিয়া হ'ব এইটো নিমিতে ইয়াতে বি আমাৰ পিডিএ এলায়েন্স গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট আছে আৰু আমাৰ নেশ্যনেল ইণ্ডিয়াতে বি আমাৰ পাৰ্টনাৰ আছে আৰু দিল্লীতে ইণ্ডিয়া গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট আছে ইণ্ডিয়া গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট এইটো নিমিতে যোনটো আমাৰ এইটো ডাক্তৰ চেম্পিয়ন মৰিটো পঠালে তাই ৰোলিং পাৰ্টি দিব চেণ্টাৰতে গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট থাকিব এইটো আমাৰ নাগালেণ্ড নিমিতে ভালকৈ সব ৰাস্তাতে খোলা থাকিব আৰু মতলব পাব এইটো নিমিতে বেছি কথা প্ৰপাগাণ্ডা ইলেকশ্যন আহিছে প্ৰপাগাণ্ডা থাকিব এইটো আপোনালোকে এইটো জানিব লাগে বেছিভাগ আপোনালোকে এইটো গীৰ্জা যাই থাকে Ecclesiastes chapter 3 day Bible day to koise time for everything eta congress to le whole nation day niche de joa mureba time ase eto nimede english the sinking ship koi now pani tolote gire joa sinking ship de jaile amakan eko eto lab nabo eto nimede ama india candidates के सपोर्ट पठाइकन इलेक्ट गरिकन पिडिए कैंडिडेट इंडिया गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजिंग अप a political party is a means to the end of capturing political power and as such every party tries to formulate a program of action which will carry conviction with the electorate and secure their electoral support political party can stop political power election jabo election de vote paigana vote bisi paigana power ahibo aru manukhan nimite kam koribo eto m2 eto ase in recent months in Nagaland unfortunately the campaign is being launched by some people to exploit the religious sentiments for their political end against the PGP party and the PDA alliance, telling the PGP is indication not to support or vote the PDA alliance candidate. Ito propaganda jaya se. Constitutionally speaking, no party based on religions, no appeal for vote based on religion, no pollution of the poll process by religious infiltration has legal sanction. One person, one vote value, and one atoll, one vote is the role of law, who bears a singular patch on its bosom. Religion is a matter of personal faith. There are places of worship where one can offer any amount of devotion, any number of prayers. Faith has to nurse and cherish in the hearts, not in the political boredom. The mixing of politics with religions must be frowned upon as a deadly sins. Religions laga etu nimi moi aji amar Dimapur te rally appeal koribo thakato jaga te etia religion issue ani kana Nagaland kine akpari jabo kine ka development jabo Delhi te connection thake ki to phal kam koribo etu nokai kana etu PDA candidate kewo nokoribi etu BJP logot lenga seble propaganda anti-Christian seble ko to tate namanibi etu khan kun etu koi takani loksan hobo etu nimire monte etu rakhina apna friend khan logote apna nijo jagate etu khanke etu koi kana 19 etu mara 19 day vote dibo etia PDA candidates to apna khan joba election de alag samband vote di thakibo kintu eba 19 to la ama PDA candidates to NDDP manu ase amar symbol to group ase etu nimite sob manu joba alag samband vote di thakilibi eba de sob miligana etu group symbol de vote di kana ama PDA consensus candidate to electoral potha yure Iman bra amakota hekese. Thank you.
Thank you, President Sir, Sri Chingwang Konyak. We are also happy to announce the arrival of our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Niphu Rio, on the dais. Sir, we warmly welcome you to the NDA rally. Itiabara bishi deri nohoigine, amar laga main star campaigner, BJP National President, JP Nada Saab to Punchibole ase. But before he arrives, we request our candidate to take his time. As introduced earlier, our PDA consensus candidate is Dr. Chumben Muri. He is a distinguished and well-known leader, a doctor by education and past profession, an accomplished political leader, a former MLA, a former cabinet minister in the government of Nagaland, and we are confident that after his election as a member of parliament, with the support of the people and the blessings of God, he will truly represent the voice of the Naga people in parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome our candidate, Dr. Chumben Muri. Sir, I request you to kindly take your time.
More accolades than I deserve, I think. Honorable Chief Minister, the most charismatic Chief Minister of Nagaland, Deputy Chief Minister, sir, ministers, advisors, and MLAs on the dais as well as on the floor. Respected Sri Nalin Kohli, the national spokesperson and the in charge of Nagaland. Honorable Rajya Sabha member, Madam, all the state level presidents of the coalition parties and also the district level leaders along with the presidents, participants of this program, and all the speakers, well-wishers, media people, and particularly the people of Chumu, Dimapur, and Newland districts. Amakan 25th the kick-off ceremony thakise. Edo bichide aro 5th para suru kurigina. Amakan laga district de itu nishina rally kurigina ahi ase. Mokok chung rally kuratamte ekta kana kurise onward Christians soldiers. Itu bishi emotional kurigina bi kana kaise ekdam bhal bi lagise. Itu nishina 5 tarik para suru kurigina amakan MLA ministers takan nijor laga respective assembly constituencies te kiman kam kuri kina ayase kiman tuk para kam kuri ase amikan sob social media as well as print media de dikhi pai ase yate olop monto pato 40 MLA and ministers olebi yate nathakato 20 MLAs in Lukan aro ENP area kan itia bi late hua nai ami bi etu khor sai kina pai phoini nathaka nisna phapnar de apni khan laga tuksuk olop tapai rakhi kina election process te join koribi enaga request koribole mon ase. So today another Lok Sabha has come. It is time to assess what we have done over the past 5 years and what we want to achieve in the coming 5 years. We are in the process of making another, the 18th House of the People of India. Khiti kura manokhan ek sal khiti kure, aro tahan bizon thalado itu harvest kore, than, sabji, itu kauri, mas, murki, alag-alag khan. Politics te ole to amikhan ke 5 sal kheti koribo de, aro 5 sal de amakan laga harvest to ele to 3ta rokum hoy. Ekta to ele to peace, ekta development, aro tisra to ele to progress of our society. Itu nishina, itu 3ta point te ami olop kotha koribole mon ase. Number 1 to hele peace. Ekta to hele to peace. Peace koto it needs effort. And today we know that 60 legislators of Nagaland Legislative Assembly has come together. Not just of this house, but of the previous houses. Itu nishina taken kam kuri kina, iman takto amakan shanti de, amakan laga life to ji kuri kina takiase. Itu papnar kura temte, amakan saileto Nagaland political issue is the oldest political issue in the world. Itu nishina, achibi mili kina, ekilogote mili kina, Amar Honorable MLA Azokwa nishina, ekilogote mili kina, amakan laga solution bisari bole 60 legislators to ahi kina se. Amakan iman sal so many tickets took paise, kolebi it was Atal Bihari Vajpayee, a Prime Minister of BJP party, who in 2003 came to Nagaland. Arotai declared Kurise Naga laka history to unique ase. Itu tin pra loikina amakan issue to Indian leaders pra olok alak nichna saise. And having said that, taekwondo aro apni kan past leaders kanto amakan national past leaders etu kanto olok mistake kurishina ki aro whatever bloodshed kurigina ise that was unnecessary. Etu nishina bi koigina je. We are all worried about the Armed Forces Special Power Act. And today, is it not the government of NTA which is lifting the Armed Forces Special Power Act by and by? We have gone through many turmoils. Amakan sob jani kina kiman tok paisa starting from the early days. Itu nishina amakan sobi jane. And today, as mentioned, Congress is trying to play the BJP anti-Christian party card. Amagan Naga khanto ukuran hoy, aro manuke ajibi Naga ukara ase kuigina edu ekta kana kuri dibo na lage. Edu 60 MLAs unite kurato kali. It is not a show of strength, but of unity, which is very important at this juncture for us Nagas. Second point, Kobulimon Hoto development and progress of the society. Amagan Sailedo, our Honorable Minister, Honorable MLA Dr. Sagato Kwanishina, he is the master of innovative policies. I mentioned Kurishe, Year of Farmers, Year of Youth Empowerment, infrastructure developments, Itu Nishina CM Microfinance Initiative, the CM Health Insurance Scheme, and the life insurance scheme that is to come shortly. Amagan Chane, Rome was not built in one day. Olibi Itia, Tai Chief Minister or Tai Gina Sailedo, Iman Kisum development wages. So I believe AGP Amakan we are marching towards more development and towards a state of excellence. The other point I would like to mention here is that Lok Sabha te Jabo Guado ekta federal arrangement laga kam hi ase. Koanishna Amakan Lok Sabha ekta city ase and Amakan state to eleto resource hesapte kontikuri eleto we are not so comfortable. And therefore, Amakan aro India lokate relation koribole, it is very important. And as said, the National Democratic Alliance, NTA, is going to come back to power. And in this situation, with the charismatic nature or relation our Honorable Chief Minister has with central leaders, there is a lot of change in the perception of central leaders towards Nagaland. More understanding about the developmental needs of our state. Indonesia, Amakan, Aru Papnar Greece Iledo, itu Congress coalition Noegena, Uporte Noegena, our sole grounded Jaigena, we have to do reality check. And in this, I would like to tell you that Prime Minister Modi ji himself had said, India cannot develop without Northeast developing. Amagan deeply Papnar Grileto, Hosa se Naga Kotao Labo. Indonesia Tai look his policy Panaise at the start of his tenure. Olibi Sai Saikena, Etubarato Nohobo, Amagan Aru, Jur Grigana Kam Gribolake. And that is why he has come up with the Act East policy. Indonesia Jortam Kam Griase, Aru Tai Quarter Leto, every fortnight, 3 haftate ekta minister to Nagaland Noba Northeast Aigina Takibolake. And today we know more than 600 ministerial visits have taken place in the last 5 years. Indonesia proportionately Amakan Nagaland TV Central Minister Aigina Jaisha. They have already assessed as to what are our deficiencies in development. Indonesia Amakan Paliki Kuribolage, itu Daikan Sop Chani Loijaje. Congress coalition anti-BJP, anti-Christian slogan to Bishi Kuriganase, but they have offered no solution. In this, I would like to tell you that I stand on a regional platform, NTPP, which stands for the identity of the Nagas. When two parties come together, it is not a merger, but it is an alliance. So today, if we study the last 10 years, or for that matter, more importantly, the last 5 years, Amagan Tikipai, the alliance we have with BJP has been a blessing to the people of Nagaland. And therefore, Amiko Blemon Hoto, all of us are Christians, no lesser Christians than the Congress people, I think. And we are all saddened when we hear about Christian persecution, not only in India, but even outside India also. Today, India has 82% Hindu population. Not all of them are bad. And therefore, as I've said in my earlier speeches, I will definitely work for the benefits of our Christian brothers outside Nagaland. I will take part in the Northeast Christian Forum, and also, if elected, I will work under the guidance of our Honorable Chief Minister and a host of ex-parliamentarians that are working here together. I will take the wisdom of 60 members of the House, and I will also be the voice of the yearning of Naga people. And with these few words, I would also like to mention that I will be the champion of the linguistic minorities in Nagaland. Therefore, with this short speech, I end my speech. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to inform that our star campaigner for today's function has just landed in the airport, and we will soon be welcoming him on the dais. To move ahead with the program, I request our most honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Sri T.R. Zileng, to kindly take his time.
Chairperson of today's program, Sri Abu Meda, Secretary General of NDPP. BJP President JP Najaji, who is on the way to attend this function. Respected Nalin Koleji, National Spokesperson of BJP and in charge of Nagaland. Honorable MP Rajya Sabha Phongnon Konyak. And party leaders from 8 political parties, media friends, according to PDA, transformation is taking place in Nagaland within this a decade or so. And we always believe that 60 MLAs coming together with 8 different political parties and along with civil society organization can achieve good thing for the Nagas. Whereas Congress and RPP thinks that these 2 parties alone can form the government without MLAs. And they think that these 2 parties can bring development to the state without MPs and without MLAs. I think this is not a miracle to happen. So, we have to differentiate between Congress and PDA. And I want to tell you only on 2 counts. One is development aspect. I will not start from beginning. But Congress has ruled for 10 years under the of Manmohan Singh. 2003, 2004 to 2014. And during that time, what has happened? Naga people should introspect and retrospect. Happen? What is going to happen? Yesterday in election campaign, and it has come out in the local papers. 2 national projects, 4-lane road, proposed 4-lane road from Guwahati, Numaligarh, Dimapur, Kohima, Imphal, under the theme of the look policy. After Congress came to power in 2004-05, that has been diverted to Silchar. For what? To bypass Nagaland, as if there is no Congress soul in Nagaland. Another one, railway project, which was already budgeted in railway budget. And I met chairman of Northern Frontier Railway board chairman. And he explained to me that this has been diverted to Silchar, not through Nagaland and Senapati. And that decision was taken from the highest level. This is nothing but just to avoid
noigna program de bishi MLAs noili bi advisors aro ministers khan bi kotha kurise aro takhan la nijor la bhabna bi share kurise aro tate MLA moatushi bado tai advisor bi ase tai do BJP noili bi central leaders ke do ekta insist kurise ki this time Dr. Chumbin ulaile taige ekta cabinet post dibi kuina union ministry de itue noigna ita BJP la national president JP Nadda bi Dimapur la airport punchigna ita tai bi Agri-Expo la venue de jawle ase holibi ita deputy chief minister TR Zilang kotha kurabi tai kotha kuri tai se holibi all technical delays karne ena hui jaise aro wapas program de jaw
Balighat Dimapur could not take place because the same sanction was diverted. But now, Dabuka to Dimapur, Dabuka to Delegate Dimapur has been sanctioned, and 4-lane road is now under implementation. And if Delegate to Patkai is connected, and then Patkai junction to Kohima is connected, we are through to Impal and More. So this is called Act East policy being implemented on the ground. Number 2, about Naga political issue. Ceasefire agreement was signed 1997. Yes, that was when Congress was in power. But not a single step was taken forward till Narendra Modi came to power. 2014, he came to power. Nothing could move before that. But 2014, Prime Minister Narendra Modi came to Nagaland, 30th November. He went back. He has listened to the voice of the Naga people. Every section of Naga people, 60 MLAs. He went back to Delhi. Framework agreement was signed on 3rd August 2015, within one year after he took over the government. This is political willpower. With political willpower, that agreement was signed. And November 17, 2017, agreed position was signed with NNPGs. These are, of course, final conclusion has not taken place, but political will is manifested, and political willpower is manifested, and political agreement was signed between both the negotiating group and government of India. So today, we have to tell our people the miracle to happen, now propagating by Congress, whether Naga people should believe or what is happening on the ground, we should believe. We believe NDA will come back to power. And here, 60 MLAs under the leadership of Nifurio will continue for another 4 years. So we have to tell our people where we want to go. We want to go with a group who does not have MLA, who does not have MP, or who does not have government at the center, or we go along with the ruling party at the center and in the state. Lastly, since 2003 to 2018, NPF party has coalition with BJP. And 2018 to 2024, NDPP had alliance with BJP. Of these 21 years, 15 plus 6, I think we did our best to meet the aspiration of the Nagas. And we have made some achievement. which Naga people should remember. And those were made possible because we are united. We are together. Like CAA, there was hue and cry in Northeast, including Nagaland. But at last, Parliament has reviewed the decision that CAA will not be made applicable in Nagaland. I think that is our achievement. Because that time I was opposition leader. Rio was chief minister. But we went together along with civil societies. For common interest, we have to work together. That should be the spirit of Naga society. But today, Congress and RPP believe that they can do miracle from heaven to fall. Practically, which is not possible. Practically, we should not believe on such kind of propaganda. Therefore, today, if we are to achieve something, let us go along with 60 MLAs. Let us go along with 8 political parties. Together, we can achieve. And we also welcome Congress and RPP tomorrow. In the interest of Naga, they can also join us. But 2 of them alone cannot achieve anything without 60 MLAs. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, having said that, let us not be overconfident. Let us not be complacent. Because election is election. You alone cannot win. I alone cannot win. But we have to go along with the people. So each and every village, every town, we have to tell the people straight what Congress has done. And we have to tell the people what we have achieved. I think with this, the minds of the Naga people can be changed. Otherwise, today, Congress party campaigning village to village with 2-3 people with religion card. Many brain might have been washed. But it is we, 8 political parties and 60 MLA, we have to make our people understand to come back to reality. And they should not be carried away by wishful thinking of such political parties. So, in conclusion, I wish Dr. Chamben Mori, that PDA consensus candidate, all the very best. And let's work hard, and victory will be ours. Thank you.
Bahar de bohi ase, rukhi ase, itu khan bi bitor de ahibole request kori ase, aru piche de bohi thaka khan morom bara olop age ahi jale bal hobo. Piche de boha khan morom bara olop age ahile bal ho jabo. Now our timing is almost perfect. Before the arrival of our star campaigner, I request national spokesperson of the BJP and BJP central leader in charge of Nagaland, Sri Nalin Koliji, to kindly take your time. Sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Abu Mehta, members of the media. We are all waiting for our national president, JP Naddaji, who should be here very shortly, for today's rally to send out a message that 60 MLAs from different political parties are together here in support of our candidate, Dr. Chamben Mori. The government of India, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, has worked for the upliftment of every segment of society in India. There is a special love for the people of the Northeast. As pointed out earlier, look east. अब act east बन गया है. Now it is action in the east. East में काम होगा. नागालैंड के लोगों ने भारी मात्रा में वोट करके एक सरकार चुनी, साझी सरकार चुनी, a coalition government which now has expanded to be a PDA in the leadership of Chief Minister Rio. It's a dynamic government with ministers from the BJP also participating. Our Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Patton, would also be coming shortly. This is a time now, even though Nagaland has one MP, sirf ek MP hai, but it's a message that we are part of the movement for peace and development. कि हम लोग विकास चाहते हैं, हम लोग शांति चाहते हैं, और ये मोदी जी की सरकार जो देश में दे रही है वो नॉर्थ ईस्ट में देगी और नागालैंड में काम बढ़ेगा. कल मैं जब यहां दीमापुर पहुंचा तो मीडिया asked me some questions. One of the questions was about the appeal of the Honorable Chief Minister with regard to ENPO and the eastern part. And what I said to the media is that after all, this is the democratic process. And this process, needs to be strengthened. And we all contribute in strengthening it. And therefore, the Chief Minister of the government of Nagaland, which has MLAs from every part of Nagaland, including from the eastern part, the central part, Teneme, every area, that is one government of Nagaland. And obviously we want the process of Nagaland and the democratic process of Nagaland to be strengthened, and every section must vote and be part of the movement for peace and development. It's a positive message because there is great love and affection of the BJP towards the Northeast and towards Nagaland. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has come to the Northeast several times. More than 60 times he has been to Nagaland. Our Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji has visited the Northeast several times, even stayed a night in Eastern Nagaland in Mon. The first Home Minister in the country from independence till today to spend a night in Mon, then campaign in Tunsang. And it was a good election in which a large number of seats have been won by the NDPP, the BJP, and then other parties. Many of them who are here have joined the PDA government. All 60 are on one side. So our message has to be to strengthen this and at the same time send a good result to strengthen the presence of Nagaland in the Lok Sabha. Nagaland के जो भावी MP हैं डॉक्टर चुम्बन मोरी, वो जब भारी मात्रा से जीतेंगे, दिल्ली में संसद में बैठेंगे, वहां सरकार में मोदी जी के हाथ को मजबूत करेंगे, तो आपकी आवाज भी वहां दिल्ली तक पहुंचेगी. आज आपके राज्यसभा में पहली महिला है नागालैंड से जो एमपी है, वो इस बात को रखती हैं. आपके मंत्री हैं दीमापुर के, कई यहां विधायक हैं. Many MLAs are here, ministers here. Ministers from the East party, another party, but it is the result of the people of Nagaland, the will of the people of Nagaland. That is my appeal. मैं आप सबका धन्यवाद करता हूं that आप लोग आए. I thank everyone here. We wish our candidate well. Our National President JP Nadda ji is reaching here in another minute. We will welcome him and bring him on the stage shortly. Thank you very much. Thank you again.
Thank you, Nalin Kohli ji. Etu constituency laga crowd in charge khan bi manu bahar thaga khan ke inform kori kine bitor ahibo dibi. Itia, as we wait for our JP Nadda ji to arrive, I request one of our star campaigners who is here, Honorable Minister and former President of BJP.
NDA laga campaign rally aji morning ba 10 baji ba shuru kore ase itu ba shuru tate ba jaigina tai itu rally khotom kurigina they going to have constitutive meeting with the BJP and the NDPP party in Naitu resort itu resource pa tahanra ina janai di ase to taila itinerary to echa tak dimapur taki hobo aro chumuki made jabo aro idlo aporde tai he'll be heading back to Delhi. Aji Delhi wapas jabo kona janai dishe. To ichagon imani ase moi
Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland, Shri Nephew Ryoji, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Shri T.R. Ziliangji, Honorable President of the NDPP, and also Honorable Cabinet Ministers, Honorable Advisors. Today, all of us are seeing that the days of the polling on the 19th is approaching. And we have before all of us the consensus candidate from the NDPP party, Shri Dr. Chumbem Mureji, who has been selected by the Honorable Chief Minister and the Parliamentary Board of the NDPP party in a conscientious decision to represent all the 60 MLAs of Nagaland and to represent all the tribes of Nagaland and the non-tribals of Nagaland too. Today, we should be strengthened in our heart. Amagan sob laga mon dangor kuribo lage. Aji propaganda laga kotha bishi huni ase. Huilibi Amagan jani bole thaka to atta party laga party workers aro leaders kan. Amagan laga fight to itu Congress party logot fight nohoy. Amagan laga fight to Nagaland laga agenda kiniga kurigina age luigina jabo itu laga amagan laga fight ase. Aru itu kaune Honorable Chief Minister laga leadership te Honorable Amagan laga Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji laga leadership te itu PDA laga consensus candidate oppositionless government bura Shri Dr. Chumbem Murey ke select kurigina Amagan resounding victory bura Amagan potha bole bishi important ase. Amagan Congress laga party laga propaganda hunigina Amagan mon hiligina thaka manukan nohoy. If we have to talk about the Congress party, we heard about the intending candidate who is also the state president, saying that the BJP party, after coming to government, has finished the traditions and the culture and the religion of this country. Are the Congress should not forget that for 60 years they ruled over India. And after the BJP-led NDA government has come, once during the Atal Bihari Vajpayee time, and now for 10 years under Narendra Modi ji, we as an alliance, as an NDA, have never ruled over the country, have governed the country, have governed the very thought process of India's each citizen. Taikan 60 years, Amagan Suprabi past tibi saigina ishe, support kurigina bi haigina ase. Will be let them not come and preach to us what they have done to Nagaland. From the time of our statehood, and even before that, what they have done to us, why can't we not talk? Is it not Nehruji, the first Prime Minister, who wanted to wipe out the Nagas from the face of this earth? And today you want to listen to them. You want to talk about culture and tradition. The Congress brought the British culture, brought the foreign culture into this nation and finished our very traditional ethos. They want to talk about religion. During the Congress regime, they couldn't protect the majoritarian people's faith and traditional practices also. How the hell they will practice and protect the Christians and the other people? We have to open our eyes. Amakan chuku khulibo lage. Aro amakan itu PDA laga consensus candidate Dr. Chumbe Murege victoriously resounding amakan puthabo lage. Hoy, Nagaland issues ase. Issues to chutu pura loigena. Mui pura abuna ke sabo mun na thaka. Ekta party aro ekta party. Will it be when under the leadership of Chief Minister Nephew Rio, 60 MLAs could come together? Why can't as a people we come together and have faith in the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi, the most visionary Prime Minister that Bharat, India has ever seen? Aro amakan, nabauri bulage. In simple words, Dimapur to Kohima, itu 4-lane highway bi, PDA, takan itu UPA government laga time de, rasta sob bon kuri kina muhan kuribo para nai. Itu time de Dimapur pra Kohima jadam de 6 ghonta bera tu muhan pauri se. NDA government Narendra Modi ji laga leadership de, state de nephew Rio logot milai kina PDA laga government bona bichite, itu rasta de aji 1 ghonta 15 minute 20 minute de Kohima up down kuri muhan. Let us not be befooled by many other things. Let us not talk about the various people who are in tune to the propaganda that wants to bring the agenda of Nagaland down. We have an agenda. Naga political issue is an agenda. Naga people's development is an agenda. And every right-thinking Naga should vote for Dr. Chumbe Mure because he resoundingly represents the Naga people selected by the 60 MLAs and going to be elected by the people of Nagaland. Amakan issue saigana, amakan agenda na pauri bulage. Lastly, Congress party government form kuribo karne politics kilan hoy. Propaganda karni khili ase. Congress party 200 seat pi takan dibo nwari kina MP laga ase. You need more than 370 seats in the parliament to form the government. 200 seat laga ticket pi takan dibo nware kiniga kurina government form kuribo. Itu karne amakan sopra itu kan jani kina moi khan resoundingly government laga kun amakan sop laga candidate Dr. Chumbe Mure ase targe amakan takot pra pothabo lage. Itu karne isor pra amakan sop ke wisdom dibi aro amakan sop ke bless kuribi. BJP nishna slogan kuribo mon dangor kuri kina answer kuribi dai zindabad kuri kina. We will give slogan for PDA. PDA zindabad. JP Nada Narendra Modi. Thank you so much. God bless us all.
It's an honor to have in our midst our national BJP President, Sri JP Nada ji, on behalf of the PDA, on behalf of all the alliance parties of the PDA. Sir, we welcome you to Nagaland. We welcome you to this NDA rally for the Lok Sabha elections 2024. Nadda sir, we are happy to inform you that the state of Nagaland is well prepared for the forthcoming elections. The citizens of Nagaland are enthusiastically waiting to participate in the greatest dance of democracy. India is the largest democratic nation in the world. Most importantly, India is the most vibrant democracy in the world. 1.4 billion people, one of the largest electorates on planet Earth, and Nagaland is definitely part of that. We are happy to inform you that there's a spirit of unity and oneness where all 60 MLAs of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly have joined in one united voice to support the PDA-NDA candidate. Ladies and gentlemen, today in this NDA rally, as I had mentioned, we are privileged and honored to have our star campaigner, National BJP President Sri Nadda ji. To speed up the program, I will request the State BJP President, I will request the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Sri Y. Patton, to kindly take your time, sir.
Yeah. Most respected National BJP President Sri J.B. Nadda ji, my Honorable Chief Minister, Government of Nagaland, Sri Nipiriu, my esteemed Cabinet colleagues, advisors and MLA colleagues, leaders from different political parties who are aligned with PTA and NTA in center. At the outset, I, on behalf of government of Nagaland and on behalf of PTA government, welcome our most respected President, National BJP President J.B. Nadda ji. Sri Nadda ji, unique challenges and to spearhead transformative initiatives have not gone unnoticed. We are deeply grateful for your steadfast leadership and your unwavering dedication to the cause of Naga people. As the National President of the BJP, Sri Nadda ji has been at the forefront of the party's effort to strengthen its footholds across the countries and in the Northeast region. He has consistently emphasized the importance of the Naga ways in shaping the national discourse and has worked tirelessly to ensure that our concerns are heard and addressed at the highest level of the government. The visit of Sri Nadda ji is more than just a formal event. It is a symbol of deep bond that exists between the Naga people and the BJP. Under the dynamic guidance of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, the BJP-led government has introduced a plethora of welfare schemes and development initiatives that have directly impacted the lives of the Naga people, from flagship PMGSY, Bidi Bachao, Bidi Patao program, which has empowered our daughters. The BJP focus on the Northeast has been a true game changer. Nagaland State government, under the dynamic leadership of Sri Nipiriu, the Chief Minister, has opted for opposition-less government, taking alone all the elected legislators in the government, keeping in mind the diverse situation of our Naga society and the ways out collectively for the common aspiration of the people. the PDA government in the state has been in alliance with India at the center under the visionary Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, and has been closely working together in the partnership for more than 2 decades with trust, confidence with each other. Sir, I want to remind the people of Nagaland, when Congress was in power, during this Manmohan Singh as Prime Minister, he was sent from Assam, our neighboring state, as Rajya Sabha member. He was Prime Minister for 10 years. During his tenure, he did not visit even once in Nagaland. Our Honorable Prime Minister, the present Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he have visited 72 times in Northeast. The present, under the leadership of Prime Minister, Home Minister, National BJP President JP Naga ji, they have a special concern for our Northeast. Wherever our Prime Minister Modi ji goes, his first pronounce is that when Northeast is developed, the entire country is developed. Sir, because of that, our Congress ruled for 10 years. They did nothing for Northeast, especially for Nagaland. That is why, for the last 15 years, out of these 60 assembly seats, Congress are 0. Not a single MLA was elected within these 15 years. Because they have neglected us, so also we, Naga people, also neglected them. So I give my assurance, sir, we are going to win. Our PDA Alliance candidate, Dr. Chamben, will be winning with a thumping majority, and we will send him to you, sir. Sir, we have 40 political parties together in India. This time, last 2019 election, BJP, we got absolute majority, that is 303. We could have formed the government alone, but we don't neglect, we don't sideline our anti-alliance. That is why most of our other political parties are also in the government. This time, sir, with your hard work, with your effort, like in 1984, Indira Gandhi, during her Indira Gandhi Prime Minister time, they got 415, whereas during that 1984, we got only 2 BJP MP. Now, this time, this is 2024, we have completed 40 years. Now we are going to take the same number of that 1984, which Congress have got elected. This time we are going to get more than 400, maybe more than 415, which Indira Gandhi got. So I assure you, sir, that from Nagaland, it is 100% sure that 60 members opposition-led government were all doing our best. We will win, our candidate will win with a thumping majority, and will send him to you, sir. With these few words, thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now nearing the most important part of the program. President, sir, you are aware that Nagaland is the only state in India that has an opposition-less government. All the political parties that are represented in the Nagaland Legislative Assembly are under one voice, under the NDA and the PDA, under the visionary leadership of our Chief Minister, five-time Chief Minister Sri Niphiu Rio. President, sir, we are happy and honored that the Honorable Prime Minister, the Honorable Union Home Minister, and yourself have closely worked with our Chief Minister in contributing towards the rise of India. Through the PDA and through this alliance, people from Nagaland, citizens of the state, are getting opportunities to contribute towards the nation-building process. Under the Chief Minister Niphiu Rio, Nagaland is marching ahead, and the double-engine government under Prime Minister and Niphiu Rio is making significant progress. Ladies and gentlemen, we now invite our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Niphiu Rio, to kindly take his time. Let us welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you, Chairperson, Mr. Abu. Our respected National BJP President, Sri J.P. Nada, and my honorable colleagues, Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Patton, Mr. T.R., my other colleagues, ministers, advisors, MLAs, and our respected Rajya Sabha member, Madam Panglong Konyak, our beloved PDA consensus candidate, Mr. Dr. Chimbent Muri, and respected NDPP President, Mr. Chiwang Konyak, Mr. Benjamin, BJP Nagaland Unit President, and all the rank and files of BJP and NDPP, our partners and in the government together, NCP, NPP, NPF, LGP, RPI, JDU, and independent, and all the party leaders and workers from all the parties who have joined here to welcome our national president. Friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the alliance partners, extend a warm welcome to our national president, J.P. Nada ji, and our BJP spokesperson, Nalim Kholi ji, for visiting the state on this 18th Lok Sabha general election in the country. Sir, on behalf of the parties, I welcome you and we are grateful to you for always being kind and remembering the state of Nagaland and the Northeast. Today, your visit in this campaign on behalf of the party and the High Command, we will cherish your visit, and your coming will make a difference of our election campaign. Sir,
Our adversaries and our main opponent, Congress in Nagaland, and RPP, they are criticizing the party, particularly the BJP and also NDPP, and particularly about neglecting or suppressing the minorities. Yes, we are all concerned, but I'm sure the High Command and the BJP party and NDA government will address all issues. While the adversaries are commenting in this, I see the large-hearted leadership in our Honorable Prime Minister and the Union National BJP President and the NDA government, that the BJP party is having alliance with minor parties, small parties, in 18 states in the country. And I came to learn from the headquarters that 57 political parties are having alliance with BJP. That shows that they have concern for the minorities, though the parties don't have MLAs or even MPs. The partnership giving, extending hand to the minority and minor parties is well appreciated, and that exhibit the secularism and inclusive approach to the political, the biggest democratic country in the world. Particularly in the Northeast, BJP party is extending support. Like Nagaland, BJP is supporting the NDPP candidate, a regional party, and respecting the regional and the Naga identity. Is highly appreciated. Likewise, you have also supported NPF candidate in Outer Manipur. Though NPF is a small party in Manipur, you decided that BJP should support NPF. That sends a huge message. And as NPF is supporting the government, taking part in the government, as requested, I am going to campaign in Manipur Outer District on 28th after polling in Outer Manipur for NPF candidate. Likewise, your support to NPP and AGP in the other states, in the northeastern states. That shows that BJP has a large heart and having alliance with small parties and minorities also. So if there is any thing suppressing of minorities and other things, the BJP and the leadership, Honorable Prime Minister, with the alliance will surely be addressed. This is our hope and I request. As regards to the national government, we want to extend for the exemption of CAA Act in the state of Nagaland. And that is the special privilege you had given to us. Earlier also, in many issues, Nagaland state, under 371A of the Indian Constitution, we have been protected, privileged, and exempted. And that continues. And that's how were extremely happy. I had the privilege of serving under our beloved Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. 2003, when I became Chief Minister, he visited Nagaland state, and in the local ground, he addressed the public and he declared, recognizing the uniqueness of Naga history. We still respect him, we miss him, and we love him. Likewise, today, we are privileged to work under Narendra Modi ji, the Honorable Prime Minister, who is a visionary leader, who is large-hearted and the centric of developmental activities. Vision and innovations had inspired the whole country, and that's how our economic growth from 2.5 to 4.69 trillion economy. And as mentioned, by 2047, the dream of our Prime Minister, with all of us, the growth of the country to become a developed country. Not only that, the diplomatic front, how he had elevated the status of our country, India, in the international level, the image of the country and the development, infrastructures in all sectors, and taking care of the downtrodden, the farmers, the entrepreneurs, the business community, as well as in the defense of our country, the military hardwares and the indigenous constructions of ships, air carriers, submarines, and other equipments. It's now we are superpower, having nuclear also, and that's how today our country is respected, and we are ranked as the richest country, number 5, and looking forward to have a growth to achieve 3rd position in a decade's time. Sir, not only that, on Naga political issue, earlier governments, they could not do much, but under PDA, Vajpayee ji, and under Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, had taken the Naga issue to another level in signing the framework agreement on 3rd August 2015 and the agreed position with NNPG Group on 17 November 2017. Why there is opposition-less government? Why all the 60 members are together? Why all the 8-9 political parties, including the independents, are together in an opposition-less government? Because the voice of the people, the desire of the Naga people, wants solution to the Naga political issue. And that's where we are united. And with signing the framework agreement and the agreed position, it will be possible only under NDA government led by BJP party, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. And that's how, after the election, our Political Affairs Committee will pursue with the civil societies, with the Naga Nationalist Group, so that we can bring to a logical conclusion. Sir, in these 27 years of negotiations, a lot has been achieved, but the final step to conclude is yet to be. And we believe that our consensus PDA candidate, Dr. Chumben, the Lord member who will be able to speak out the voice in the parliament about the Naga issue and resolving an early solution. He is well educated, he is a medical doctor, his wife also medical doctor, and his fine record in politics and in public. He was in my cabinet, and then I have seen him work with full dedications. And therefore, today, PDA consensus candidate Dr. Chumben is the choice of the Alliance Party, and all the 60 members and all the political parties together were supporting our PDA candidate Dr. Chumben, and the public are solidly behind him. We don't want to talk about other candidates. We don't want to bring issues, but we know what Congress had done for Nagaland. In UPA 1 and UPA 2, the Congress rule in Delhi, the Honorable Prime Minister, in 10 years of his tenure, he has not visited Nagaland state once also. And just now, Deputy CM, Mr. Patton said, Honorable Prime Minister had visited Northeast 72 times and then to Nagaland repeatedly. Even in the busiest period, I remember he hauled up in the airport and meet the various leaders and political parties. We really feel his concern, and the people are solidly behind our candidate. We want to thank the BJP party for your alliance with NDPP, and then upholding the aspiration of the regional party and the people. We look forward that in the days to come also, we'll work together, and we support you, and that look East policy to act East policy will be a reality during our time in the next term. Sir, we have some concern. The ENPO had announced their abstention in the Lok Sabha election. We, in your presence, I as Chief Minister once again appeal to them not to abstain but to participate. And when the popular government is installed in Delhi, the issue of ENPOs should be addressed. There should be finding a decision to resolve the issue so that there is peace in Nagaland and development activities, so that Nagaland also will go contribute and grow in the growth of the nation. With this few words, I once again thank you for your visit, and with your blessing and support, we'll win with a huge margin and present to the Parliament. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will have a time of presentation. So I request our guest, National President Nadda ji, to please rise on your feet, sir. And I request the Honorable Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Ministers to kindly give a presentation on behalf of all of us to the Honorable National President. Pull do first, Devi. Pull do first, Devi. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed honored to have our national BJP president here in our rally. This is not his first visit to the state. President, sir, you were with us during the last assembly elections and you participated in the swearing-in ceremony of this government. We appreciate the blessings you have given us and we welcome you back to Nagaland, the land of festivals. And we assure you that we will give you a thumping victory. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome our national BJP president on the dais. Let us give him a round of applause. You may kindly take your time, sir.
Please. मेरे साथ बोले सब लोग, एनडीपीपी बीजेपी, एनडीपीपी बीजेपी, एनडीपीपी बीजेपी, एनडीपीपी बीजेपी। आज के इस जनसभा में और एनडीए की पीडीए के इस जनसभा में मंच पर उपस्थित हमारे बहुत ही यशस्वी मुख्यमंत्री, आवर वेरी डायनामिक चीफ मिनिस्टर श्री नेफ्यू रियो जी, हमारे डेप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर and my esteemed colleague with whom I have worked for a long time, Shri Y. Patton ji, our Deputy Chief Minister and a very senior leader, Shri T.R. Zelang ji, our State President, Shri Benjamin ji, our in charge of Bharatiya Janata Party in Northeast and especially in Nagaland, Shri Nalin Kohli ji, our NDPP President and a very senior leader, Shri Chingwang Konyak ji, our very, which I say Lokpriya and very known personality, who is our candidate for the Member of Parliament, Shri Chummin Muri ji, our MP, Madam Pang Nong Konyak ji, Shri N. Jangkom ji, the Minister, Shri Kalto Ai, the Minister, Shri Metsubo Jamir, the Minister, Shri Palwang, who is the Minister, Imna Elongji, former President and my colleague, who is also the Minister, and Mr. Bashang Mongba, the Minister, and the MLAs from NCP, Ajit Pawar Group, MLA from RPI, MLA from LJP RV, MLA from NPF, and the MLAs from NDPP, and the respected ladies and gentlemen, बहनों और भाइयों, मेरे युवा साथी और एनडीए के सभी कलीग्स, मीडिया के मेरे साथी, प्रिंट मीडिया और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया के मेरे साथी, it gives me immense pleasure to be here for supporting the MP candidate Mr. Chummin Muri ji, and the enthusiasm which I see here, the anxiety which I see here, जो उत्साह मैं यहां देख रहा हूं, जो उमंग मैं यहां देख रहा हूं, यह मुझे विश्वास दिलाता है, this gives me the confidence that the people of Nagaland have decided to send Chummin Muri ji as the member parliament as an NDPP BJP candidate. Friends, I am thrilled and also very happy to note that I have come to the land of Nagaland, which is the rising sun,
land of rising sun, and it is a land of rich culture. It is a land of rich tradition. It is a land of festivals, and it is a land which always has been respecting the humanity and the culture and the civilization of people of Nagaland. So, जब मैं यहाँ आया हूँ, तो जो नागालैंड की संस्कृति है, जो नागालैंड का जीवन है, जो नागालैंड के जीने का तौर तरीका है, और जो नागालैंड की जो उत्सव हैं, जो त्योहार हैं, वह सच में हम सब लोगों को बहुत ज्यादा प्रेरित भी करती हैं और बहुत ज्यादा प्रेरणा भी देती है। ऐसी धरती को मैं नमन करता हूं और नमन करते हुए अपनी बात को प्रारंभ करता हूं। जब मैं नागा की बात करता हूं तो मेरे जहन में ऑनेस्टी, ईमानदारी, जब मैं नागालैंड की बात करता हूं तो सिंप्लिसिटी, सादगी, जब मैं नागालैंड की बात करता हूं तो स्ट्रॉन्ग कैरेक्टर, एक अच्छा जीवन जीने वाला चरित्र, और उसके साथ साथ जब मैं नागालैंड को याद करता हूं तो ऑलवेज आई रिमेंबर द हार्ड वर्किंग पीपल ऑफ नागालैंड। मेहनत का श्लोक नागालैंड के हैं। ऐसे लोगों को मैं नमन करता हूं, सलाम करता हूं, आदर देता हूं। और मैं ये भी कहना चाहता हूं कि कांग्रेस के रेजिम में आज जब उनको पहले मौका मिला, उन्होंने इस मौके का दुरुपयोग किया। कांग्रेस को लंबे समय तक राज करने का मौका मिला, उन्होंने समय को इज्जत नहीं दी। दे नेवर रिस्पेक्टेड द टाइम विच वॉज गिवन टू देम। दे नेवर रिस्पेक्टेड द अपॉर्चुनिटी विच वॉज गिवन टू देम। और इसलिए उस समय की इंपॉर्टेंस न देने के कारण डेवलपमेंट और प्रॉस्पेरिटी रुक गई। विकास और प्रॉस्पेरिटी, लोगों का विकास, ये रुक सा गया, थम सा गया। और उस समय कांग्रेस हैड ए पॉलिसी ऑफ वोट पाओ और भूल जाओ। गेट द वोट्स एंड फॉरगेट देम, फॉरगिव देम एंड फॉरगेट देम, भूल जाओ, कोई याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है। इस तरीके की लंबी समय तक पॉलिसी चलाई, और यही वजह है कि आज हमारे कांग्रेस के प्रत्याशी चुनाव तो लड़ रहे हैं, और चुनाव तो लोकसभा का लड़ रहे हैं, लेकिन विधानसभा में एक भी सीट हाथ में नहीं है, नॉट इवन ए सिंगल सीट। दे आर फाइटिंग फॉर लोकसभा, they are fighting for Delhi, but they do not have any seat in Kohima. They do not have any seat in Vidhan Sabha. This is the plight which you all have made. आप लोगों ने ऐसी उनकी दुर्गति कर दी है, इसको भी हमको समझना चाहिए। मित्रों, मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में और रियो साहब के नेतृत्व में, वाई पैटर्न और जेलियांग जी के सहयोग से आज नागालैंड एक बदलती तस्वीर है। और जब बदलती तस्वीर हम कहते हैं, जब हम बदलती तस्वीर कहते हैं, तो हम देखते हैं कि मोदी जी का विजन क्या है। व्हाट इज द विजन ऑफ मोदी जी फॉर नॉर्थ ईस्ट? मोदी जी का विजन सिर्फ एक्ट ईस्ट नहीं है। मोदी जी का विजन यहां तक है कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट will become the gateway for South Asia and East Asia, उसका गेटवे बनेगा और विकास के लिए आगे बढ़ेगा। और इसीलिए ट्रेड, टूरिज्म, इन सारी चीजों में इंगेजमेंट को बढ़ाने का काम किया जाएगा। इस तरीके से सोचने का रवैया बना है। आज मुझे खुशी है कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लिए प्रधानमंत्री जी ने इस सारे डेवलपमेंट के लिए या तो फाउंडेशन स्टोन रखा है या उसका उद्घाटन किया है, एंड टोटल टू द ट्यून ऑफ 55,000 करोड़ के प्रोजेक्ट को मोदी जी ने इस तरीके से विकास के साथ जोड़ा है। This is the difference which we see. If I say, मैं बार बार इस बात को बोलता हूं और पत्रकार मित्रों आप बात को नोट कर लेना, Modi ji has changed the culture of politics. Modi ji has changed the definition of politics. Modi ji has changed the style of politics. Modi ji has changed the approach of politics. Modi ji ने राजनीति का तौर तरीका बदल दिया, राजनीति की संस्कृति बदल दी, राजनीति की परिभाषा बदल दी और राजनीति का ढर्रा बदल दिया। कांग्रेस के जमाने में नॉर्थ ईस्ट का मतलब होता था डिवाइड एंड डिवाइड एंड डिवाइड, डिवाइड एंड रूल। और बीजेपी एनडीपीपी के जमाने में मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में इट हैज चेंज इनटू डिवाइन गवर्नमेंट मॉडल और डिवाइन के माध्यम से हम इसको विकास की ओर ले जा रहे हैं। और जब हम पीएम डिवाइन कहते हैं तो दैट मीन्स प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स डेवलपमेंट इनिशिएटिव फॉर नॉर्थ ईस्ट रीजन, दिस डिवाइन मूवमेंट। एंड यू विल बी हैप्पी टू नोट, आपको जानकर खुशी होगी कि इसके लिए प्रधानमंत्री जी ने 6,600 करोड़ का आवंटन किया है। 6,600 करोड़, 6,600 करोड़ खर्च हो रहा है और टोटल सेंट्रली फंडेड खर्च हो रहा है। इस तरीके से विकास किया जा रहा है। आज दिल्ली के लिए न कोहिमा दूर है न दीमापुर दूर है, और आज दिल्ली के लिए न कोहिमा और मणिपुर दूर है और न ही दिल से दूर है, दिल से भी पास है और दिल्ली से भी पास है। इस तरीके का हो गया है। और इसीलिए मोदी जी ने कहा लास्ट माइल डिलीवरी एंड लास्ट माइल कनेक्टिविटी। आज बताइए दीमापुर एयरपोर्ट का विकास हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है? आज दिल्ली को फ्लाइट चलती है कि नहीं चलती है? आज वाया कैलकाटा चलती है कि नहीं चलती है? आज दिल्ली से 2 घंटे 2.5 घंटे में आप पहुंच जाते हो कि नहीं पहुंच जाते हो? पहले आपको इसमें समय लगता था कि नहीं लगता था? और अब हम कोहिमा में भी बढ़ा इसको विकास कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहे हैं? इसलिए हर तरीके से लास्ट माइल डिलीवरी को बढ़ाने का काम चल रहा है। मुझे खुशी है कि नागालैंड को 100 साल बाद एक सेकंड रेलवे स्टेशन मिल रहा है। एक रेलवे स्टेशन अंग्रेजों के टाइम पर मिला था और सेकंड रेलवे स्टेशन मिला है तो अब जाकर के मिला है। सिक्किम को फर्स्ट एयरपोर्ट मिला है। मेघालय को 67 इयर्स के बाद रेलवे स्टेशन मिला है और मणिपुर में पहली बार गुड्स ट्रेन पहुंची है और अब नॉर्थ ईस्ट को भी सेमी हाई स्पीड रेलवे ट्रेन मिल रहा है। इस तरीके से विकास हो रहा है, इस तरीके से काम हो रहा है। पहले इट वाज पॉलिसी ऑफ आइसोलेशन, टुडे at that time it was a policy of ignorance. Today it is the policy under Modi ji and our leader Rio Saab and Y Patten and Zhiliang ji. It is about decisiveness and doorstep delivery and development. इस तरीके से काम हो रहा है। एक समय में फॉरगेट ईस्ट, ये कांग्रेस ने इसको रखा था, फॉरगेट ईस्ट, भूल जाओ ईस्ट को। और मोदी जी ने कहा एक्ट ईस्ट, एक्ट फास्ट, एक्ट फर्स्ट। ईस्ट के लिए काम करो और फास्ट चलो और पहले आओ, पहला नंबर करो, इस बात को उन्होंने कहा। मुझे खुशी है कि आज पैटन साहब ने बताया और रियो साहब ने उसको बताया कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी हैज विजिटेड नॉर्थ ईस्ट 72 times, 72 times. All the prime ministers together, they have not visited Northeast as much as Prime Minister Modi has visited Northeast. That we have to understand. और इसीलिए मोदी जी ने इसको अष्ट लक्ष्मी कहा और अष्ट आधार कहा। वो अष्ट आधार क्या है? What are that 8 progress symbols? Number 1 is peace, शांति. Number 2 is power generation. Number 3 is tourism. Number 4 is 5G connectivity. Number 6 is कल्चर, डेवलपमेंट ऑफ कल्चर एंड कल्चर को संभाल के रखना, प्रिजर्वेशन ऑफ कल्चर, ट्रेडिशंस एंड नेचुरल फार्मिंग एंड स्पोर्ट्स एंड एनहांसमेंट ऑफ पोटेंशियल, ये 8 चीजों के आधार पर नॉर्थ ईस्ट को विकास करने का काम कर रहे हैं। आज मुझे खुशी है कि 11 पीस अकॉर्ड्स हुए हैं, 11 पीस अकॉर्ड्स, और 11 पीस अकॉर्ड्स के कारण आज इंसर्जेंसी 9,500 insurgents have surrendered. 9,500 insurgents of Northeast. If I talk about the reduction in insurgency incidents, it is 71%. And 60% reduction is in the insurgent attacks on the security forces. And 82% of insurgency reduction is there, insurgent attacks are there on the civilian population of Nagaland and Northeast, that we have to understand. कितना है? 82% का रिडक्शन हो गया है। और आपको मालूम है फ्रेमवर्क एग्रीमेंट 3 अगस्त 2015 को हुआ था और 17 नवंबर 2017 को एग्रीड पोजीशन और प्रोटेक्शन की बात हुई थी। रियो साहब, अभी आप चर्चा कर रहे थे, हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब, मैं आपको अश्योर करता हूं तीसरी बार प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी बनेंगे और फिर से रियल टाइम इसका अकॉर्ड को आगे बढ़ा करके हम पूरा करेंगे और शांति को पूरी तरीके से लाने का हम काम करेंगे। मैं यहां यह भी कहना चाहता हूं कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी एंड सपोर्ट ऑफ द चीफ मिनिस्टर, वी आर वर्किंग ऑन हीरा। हीरा मीन्स H for highways, I for internet, R for railways, A for airways। ये हीरा कनेक्शन हम जोड़ रहे हैं और इस हीरा कनेक्शन में आपको जानकर खुशी होगी कि पिछले 9 सालों में 6,000 किलोमीटर नॉर्थ ईस्ट में नेशनल हाईवे बना है। 6,000 किलोमीटर हाईवेज, 4 वे, 4 लेन, 6 लेन। उसी तरीके से नेशनल हाईवेज के लिए 3 लाख करोड़ रुपए सैंक्शन हुए हैं। 3 लाख करोड़ रुपए। इंटरनेट में 5G इंटरनेट, उसमें 6,000 ग्राम पंचायत को ऑप्टिकल फाइबर से जोड़ दिया गया है। कैन यू एवर इमेजिन, कभी आप सोच सकते थे कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट में ऑप्टिकल फाइबर आएगा? आज 6,000 विलेजेस आर बीइंग कनेक्टेड विद ऑप्टिकल फाइबर। और रेलवेज में द बजट हैज बीन इंक्रीज्ड इन नॉर्थ ईस्ट 5 times increase in budget. If I talk about airways, 8 airports have been made in last 9 years. 8 airports. और आपको जानकर खुशी होगी कि मणिपुर नागालैंड एंड नॉर्थ ईस्ट विकास के काम में तीव्र गति से मेन स्ट्रीमिंग हुई है और मेन स्ट्रीम में हम विकास को आगे ले जा रहे हैं। आपको जानकर के खुशी होगी कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी हैज टेकन स्पेशल इनिशिएटिव फॉर ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग। प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी हैज टेकन स्पेशल इनिशिएटिव फॉर हाइड्रो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी। Prime Minister Modi has taken special initiative in Northeast for solar energy. Prime Minister Modi has taken special initiative for highways and for village connection road, all-weather road, Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. And you will be happy to note, when America's economy is not in good condition, when Europe economy is not in good condition, when Japan's economy is not in good condition, when Australia's economy is not in good condition, when Russia's economy is not in good condition, because of corona pandemic and because of Ukraine war, it is India, which International Monetary Fund says that India is the bright spot now in the world, bright spot. हम 11वें नंबर से 5वें नंबर की अर्थव्यवस्था बन गए हैं और तीसरी बार आप प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी को बैठाएंगे, चुम्बन मुरी जी को भेजेंगे, 400 पार हम होंगे, भारत तीसरे नंबर की अर्थव्यवस्था बन जाएगा, 3rd लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी बन जाएगा। मित्रों, स्टील मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में from 4th position we have come to 2nd position. In pharmaceuticals, in making medicines, 138% increase in exports. India has become the world's dispensary. The most effective and most cheap medicines are being produced by Indian producers, Indian manufacturers. 138% increase in exports. In petrochemicals, 108% increase in exports. And in automobile industry, we have defeated Japan. Now India is the 3rd largest automobile market, that we have to understand. And you will be happy to note, you will be astonished to note that 10 years back, in Diwali, the Ganesh Ji, and in Christmas, the Christ, the image used to come from China. The Chinese used to make it. But now, in toy industry and in industry in making images, India has increased and export has increased by 2.5%. That we have to, 2.5 times that we have to understand. इसलिए विकास के दृष्टि से अगर हम देखें तो टॉय इंडस्ट्री में भी 2.5 गुना हमारी वृद्धि हुई है, इसको भी हमको समझना चाहिए. उसी तरीके से विकास के दृष्टि से रोड नेटवर्क की बात मैंने कही कि जहां टोटल 91,000 किलोमीटर बना है, उसमें एनहांसमेंट 1,46,000 किलोमीटर का हुआ है रोड नेटवर्क का. आप बताइए, आज नागालैंड के गांव की तस्वीर बदली है कि नहीं बदली है? बदली है कि नहीं बदली है? आप बताइए, पक्की सड़कें बनी है कि नहीं बनी है? प्रधानमंत्री ग्रामीण सड़क योजना में ऑल वेदर रोड बना है कि नहीं बना है? आप बताइए, प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण अन्न योजना में 5 किलो वीट और 5 किलो राइस और 1 किलो दाल दी जा रही है कि नहीं दी जा रही है? आपको जानकर खुशी होगी कि 11,64,000 people are getting प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण अन्न योजना in Nagaland. In Ujjwala Yojana, gas connection, the country has got 10 lakh gas connection, 10 crore gas connection. And here in Nagaland, 1,20,000 gas connections have been given. In Jal Jeevan Mission, 11 crore families have been given water connection. And in Nagaland, 3,18,000 people have been given water connection. That we have to understand. If I talk about Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, I would like to share about the Congress days. Rio Saab, I became the MLA in 1993. And at that point of time, my BDO, Block Development Officer, I don't know, here you call it Block Development Officer. The Block Development Officer used to come in Congress regime and he used to say that I will give you 2 Indira Awas Yojana for a panchayat. Now 2 Awas Yojana, please see to it that where you would like to utilize these 2 panchayat Indira Awas Yojana. And I used to say, भैया ये तू ही रख ले, मैं किसको दूंगा? यहाँ 100 बीमार हैं, 1 अनार है, मैं किसको दूंगा? How can I distribute it? But today, you will be happy to note that within last 2 years, प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना में 4 करोड़ घर बनाए 5 साल में, और 2 साल में नागालैंड में 17,000 houses have been made. 17,000 houses have been made, that we have to understand. So, उसी तरीके से आयुष्मान भारत, here also I would like to share. Here, Y Patton has been an MLA for a long time. Mr. Jeliang is a very senior leader. All of us used to write letters to the Chief Minister. Please sanction 1,50,000 for the bypass operation of a poor man because he cannot afford. This was the situation. But Prime Minister Modi has decided that 55 crore people, 10 crore 74 lakh families, 40% of Indian population, and 6,13,000 people from Nagaland. They have been covered under Ayushman Bharat, and they are getting 5 lakh rupees per year health coverage to fight against the odd circumstances and against the गंभीर बीमारी के खिलाफ लड़ने के लिए उनकी व्यवस्था की गई है. Here in Nagaland, lot of input has been given as far as the financial support is concerned. The tax devolution in Nagaland, Prime Minister Modi has increased to 7 times. And the grant in aid has been doubled. And the same way, a state medical college is being developed in Kohima, and 189 crore rupees is being sanctioned for that also. The national highway construction, 863 kilometers is being made, and the same way Dimapur-Kohima railway station line, 6,600 rupees is being given. The first phase completed from Dhansiri to Shokhuvi. That is how we are trying to develop this area. The Dimapur railway station, I assure you, 283 crore rupees is being spent on Dimapur railway station. Now, 1 year later, you will not find a difference between a railway station and Dimapur airport. Both will look together. That is the situation which is going to come. Friends, lot of fund has been given for sports, for wrestling units, and for organizations, and for the development of all types. I would like to share with you that the mainstreaming of Nagaland will always be there. And when you will support Mr. Chumman Muri as the candidate, I assure you that he will raise your voice for the people of Nagaland, and it will always be respected by our Prime Minister Modi, and you will be mainstreaming yourself. That is what I would like to share. हम आपके साथ पूरी ताकत के साथ खड़े रहेंगे और विकास को आगे बढ़ाने का काम करेंगे. मित्रों, मैंने नागा पीस अकॉर्ड के बारे में भी आपसे चर्चा की. आगे चल करके हम उसको और फाइन ट्यूनिंग करके, सबको साथ लेकर के, सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, सबका प्रयास, इस बात को ध्यान में रख करके हम उसको पूरा करेंगे. और तीसरी बार जब प्रधानमंत्री आएंगे तो उसका भी पूर्ति की जाएगी और उसको भी पूरा करेंगे. इस बात के लिए हम काम करेंगे. मित्रों, एक बात और मैं कहना चाहता हूं. आज when Chumman Muri is fighting और एनडीए की ये रैली हो रही है, एनडीपीपी के कैंडिडेट को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. बीजेपी एंड एनडीपीपी दोनों मिलकर के सारी चीजों को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं. एनडीए, पीडीए आर गोइंग फॉरवर्ड. वी वुड ऑल्सो लाइक टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड that Congress and the India Alliance, ये कुछ नहीं है, ये भ्रष्टाचारियों का टोला है और परिवारवादियों का टोला है. Every party, may it be Congress, may it be Samajwadi Party, may it be TMC, may it be DMK, may it be Keshav BRS, may it be Sharad Pawar NCP, may it be Uddhav Thackeray, all these parties are under the cloud of corruption. They are all corrupt parties. और इसलिए मैं आपसे कहूंगा, ये स्कैम्स की और भ्रष्टाचार की पार्टियां हैं, और इसके सारे नेता या तो जेल में हैं या बेल पर हैं. इनको आराम करने को दो और यहां चुम्बन मुरी को काम दो और काम करने के लिए इनको आगे बढ़ाओ. ये मैं आपसे निवेदन करता हूं. उनको आराम दो, इनको काम दो. मैं आपके सामने बताना चाहता हूं, बताओ कांग्रेस ने ऑगस्टा वेस्टलैंड का घोटाला किया था कि नहीं किया था? किया था कि नहीं किया था? आप बताओ पनडुब्बी का घोटाला किया था कि नहीं किया था? आप बताओ कोयला का घोटाला किया था कि नहीं किया था? आप बताओ उन्होंने ये सीडब्ल्यूजी का घोटाला किया था कि नहीं किया था? आप बताओ उन्होंने फॉर्डर स्कैम किया था कि नहीं किया था? आप बताओ लालू ने चारा घोटाला किया कि नहीं किया? आप बताओ समाजवादी पार्टी के नेता अखिलेश ने गोमती रिवर फ्रंट का घोटाला किया कि नहीं किया? लैपटॉप का घोटाला किया कि नहीं किया? टीएमसी के नेताओं ने टीचर्स घोटाला, टीचर भर्ती घोटाला किया कि नहीं किया? आप बताइए डीएमके के लोगों ने बालू घोटाला किया कि नहीं किया? ये सारे लोग घोटाले पे घोटाला कर रहे हैं। ये घोटालों का जमावड़ा है। मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूं, आप बताओ मेरे को, आप बताइए, राहुल गांधी बेल पर है कि नहीं है? सोनिया गांधी बेल पर है कि नहीं है? आप बोलिए पी चिदम्बरम बेल पर है कि नहीं है? आप बोलो लालू यादव बेल पर है कि नहीं है? आप बोलो ए राजा बेल पर है कि नहीं है? आप बोलो अभिषेक के खिलाफ कार्रवाई हो रही है कि नहीं हो रही है? आप बोलो हेमंत सोरेन जेल में है कि नहीं है? आप बोलो अरविंद केजरीवाल जेल में है कि नहीं है? आप बोलो सत्येंद्र जैन जेल में है कि नहीं है? आप बोलो मनीष सिसोदिया जेल में है कि नहीं है? आप बोलो आजम खान जेल में है कि नहीं है? आप बोलो टीएमसी के नेता जेल में है कि नहीं है? आप बोलो डीएमके के नेता जेल में है कि नहीं? ये सारे नेता या तो आधे जेल में है या आधे बेल पर है। ऐसे लोगों को आगे आने देना है क्या? नागालैंड को आगे बढ़ने देना है ना? चुम्बन मुरी को जीतना है ना? पूरी ताकत लगाओगे ना? रियो साहब के हाथ मजबूत करने हैं ना? और उसी के साथ साथ पैटर्न साहब जेलियांग जी के साथ मिलकर के एनडीपीपी बीजेपी को आगे बढ़ाना है ना? बढ़ाओगे ना? पूरी ताकत से जिताओगे ना? ये सीट चुम्बन मुरी की जीत के दोगे ना? बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय भारत, जय नागालैंड।
Thank you, sir, for that inspirational speech, for motivating us, and for blessing us at this very significant and historic event. Thank you, National President, sir. Now, to conclude the program, sir, I'm happy to inform you, and you are well aware, that in more than 6 decades of Nagaland statehood, the present assembly has elected 2 women MLAs for the first time. You yourself came and campaigned for them. You yourself came and gave your blessings. Today, on the front row is Madam Salutuno, who is the first woman minister from Nagaland. And in the second row is Madam Hekani Jakalu. I request our Madam Hekani Jakalu, who is an MLA from this area, to kindly come forward and pronounce the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Chairperson Mr. Abu Mehta, the Secretary General of the NDPP, respected National President, BJP, Mr. JP Nada, the Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Nifirio, the Honorable Deputy Chief Ministers, Mr. Y. Patton, Mr. Tia Ziliang, the Honorable Ministers, Honorable Advisors, MLAs, the President of BJP, Mr. Benjamin, the President of NDPP, Mr. Chingwang Konyag, all dedicated party workers and media friends. We have been praying for this program, and as we successfully conclude this, I give all honor and glory to God. The world's biggest democratic exercise is underway, and India is a huge country where the BJP should be focusing in bigger states, with bigger seats. But when BJP National President himself decides to come all the way to Nagaland, despite having only 1 seat, speaks volume that Nagaland holds a special place for the President and the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. Sir, your presence here means a lot to us today. Your love for the Naga people and the state of Nagaland, and your commitment, and especially you have shared very passionately about the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister so clearly for Nagaland and for the Northeast, and the positive impact that Modi government has done on Nagaland. We thank you for sharing with us. Sir, हमें बहुत खुश हुआ, बहुत अच्छा लगा आप हमारे साथ हैं, बहुत आभारी हूँ और हमारे बड़े शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहती हूँ. India is the fastest growing economy and developing country in the world, targeting 5 trillion economy in the next 5 years under Honorable Prime Minister. We do not want to be left behind. We do not want our children and the future generation to be left behind. Today, under our Honorable Chief Minister and our 2 Deputy Chief Ministers, all the 60 MLAs are working hard to give a thumping majority to our PDA consensus candidate, Dr. Chumban Mori, and strengthen the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister. Sir, we would like you to kindly convey this message to our Honorable Prime Minister. Honorable Chief Minister, sir, during a time of uncertainty and divisionism, your magnanimous leadership brought all 60 legislators today, cutting across all party lines, to work in unity and as one team for our people and for our